Arca Bulls family, hello, hello. Give me some A's in the chat. Let me know that you can hear me. What is up, family? Please type some A's in the chat. Let me get some A's in the chat if you can hear your boy. How you doing, family? How you doing? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Eric, what is up, buddy? Joe H, what is up? Mark, Karamico Studios. Samantha, how you doing? Leo, what's up, buddy? Oh man, Mag, what's up? Zep, how you doing, man? Good. Do you guys hear that? Do you guys hear that in the background? That's the little guy super pissed that Daddy is in the studio. You hear that? You hear that? So that's why sometimes, you know, actually a lot of people always tell me, guys, you know, Arca, don't ever apologize for your boy. He's only, you know, he's just right there doing his thing. It's okay. You're doing the best you can. And I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. And I definitely wish that he knew enough words so that I can send him all the love that you guys send him all the time. Yeah, right, Eric? What the F, bro? Quit that noise. Can you guys hear him? I'm actually very curious to see if you can hear him. Oh yeah, he loves me so much. I'm not getting mad at him. Just mom is gonna have to be enough for now. He's 3 years old, Eric. You hear him? He's totally yelling. He's totally pissed. Oh, Celeste is your aw. I definitely will, Mark. Take care of that baby girl, of course. My baby girl is actually 18 years old now. Oh man. Yeah, man. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. Eddie, he's tons of fun. He's just a little rowdy sometimes. He gets a little mad at things. He's like refusing to leave. Yes. She is definitely 18 years old. Sorry guys, I know that there could be a gap between the time that you text something and the time that I say something. I'm actually, Eric, I'm actually 37 years old. Yeah, for real. Actually, my sister, she is 21. So we do have that crazy gap as well, and it wasn't bad at all. Are you guys able to hear him? I know we have the music still playing in the background, you know, trying to get this thing started, but are you guys able to hear him at all? Oh man, Zeph, I can't even tell you, bro. Am I younger than you, Samantha? I feel like I want to be older. Mark says my wife's son is 31 and our 4-year-old daughter. Okay, right. Very. I'm sorry. I'm actually a little distracted right now because he got right to my door. Mark, that's very cool, man. So your son is 31. Okay. Oh my goodness. 4-year-old little girl. Oh my goodness. I remember that age, and she was just like my boy. She couldn't leave. She couldn't bear, you know, me stepping right outside or anything like that. She would always be with me. And you know, obviously I was way younger at the time, so I used to skate a lot, and she always skated with me too. In fact, she's actually right outside too, trying to grab James because he's making so much noise. Oh, my boy. But if I let him in here, you guys, something is bound to like turn off. Oh my goodness. Yes. It's definitely that. He's always mad. Oh, you had your daughter at age 47, Mark? That's really cool, man. I know that it could, you feel like it could be a gap, right? Is that why you're saying it like that? But I honestly think that it's a good thing that she has a wise dad. Cal, my bruh, what's up, dude? Tell me about NICS, dude. What is happening with NICS? Because that is definitely one we're gonna have to look at. I also know that there's a lot of people looking for my COSM thoughts, and I definitely have to let you know that I will post one up, and we can absolutely talk about it tonight as well. I don't want anybody to feel like I'm trying to avoid. It's you know, I'm actually running a little bit late with the Christmas prep and gifts and stuff, so I actually just finished all of my shopping today, which is why I only posted up that one GTII video. I'm sure all the GTII holders appreciated that one video, but my goodness, I couldn't wait until the after hours were closed because well, you know, because I had to do a lot of things, and I wanted to come back and at least do a live stream with you guys, you know what I mean? So some things had to give, and you know, GTII actually opens up whenever the hell it wants to open up, and it closes whenever the hell it wants to close. So the GTII doesn't do that aftermarket or pre-market stuff, so it's all good. So Cal L says NICS is supposed to be nice, but I got fat fingers. Amy, what do you mean? You made... No. I actually just did GTII today. I did COSM yesterday though, and that's probably why you see it as like he, you know, released like 21 hours ago or something like that. I am releasing a daily, you know, a daily recap on that. Just so that the holders of COSM know that I'm not trying to abandon them or anything. You know, there's a lot of people trapped and there's a lot of people in question. So I want to make sure to get a lot of that stuff squared away for them. You know, I know they need an opinion as well, you know, so we try our best. And this is primarily why I'm actually starting this live stream. It's really because I want to cover more tickers, you know, and having to do an or a full thread of analysis through, you know, for one video, it's super exhausting, and also it takes the attention away from the majority of people who are asking for separate things. Yeah, absolutely, you guys. So okay, so we're already talking about you said NICS, right, Cal? Bro, help me remember this one, dude. I think I want to do FNGR too as well. So I need to do COSM and FNGR thus far. But dude, like yesterday, I was, oh, no. Are you it's a joke or what? Cal, I'm talking to you, sorry. Ahmed, would you recommend buying it on Tuesday when the market opens? Which one are you talking about, Ahmed? Are you talking about GTII? I'm getting a lot of, oh! Cal, I thought it was a ticker. Bro, I'm sorry, man, I'm sorry. Wow. Karamico, are you serious, man? The XPON, what is it? Is it a squeeze play? Why is it up that much? I mean, 120%? That sounds like a statistical play, and it actually played out today. Oh my goodness. Oh, thank you, Samantha. I really appreciate you. Oh, man. Oh my goodness. You know, there are so many of you who actually are so helpful. Thank you so much, Samantha. Do you want to take a mod role on this, or what? Do you want me to change your name into that little wrench? Cal, don't you laugh at me, boy. Oh my goodness, dude. I'm actually just looking at letters, and when letters pop up like LMAO, I'm thinking that's a ticker, man. Oh my god. Oh, dude. Yes, absolutely. from above actually nailed it, no pun intended. He said, when you're a hammer, everything looks like a nail. Oh my goodness. I couldn't be more embarrassed by that. HTGM is also one we can take a look at, Amy, no problem. We'll go ahead and take a look at all of these tickers for sure, you guys. I just want to allow as many people as we can get into the chat first before we begin, because you know we can absolutely share some knowledge that others can use for their ticker as well. So lots of strategies in play, lots of cool stuff. What are you telling me, Samantha, that you guys are talking behind my back? You guys are talking mad smack about me, or what? Oh, dude, thank you guys for showing up. If you are already in here, please make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Oh, Eric, actually, I was very curious about that. I was super curious about Tesla, and I haven't even looked at it, but did it do like what? For sure it did. Like, what did I even say? I don't even remember what I said. We covered so many tickers. I said so many words and so many letters. I forgot everything, man. Oh my goodness. What? Thank you, Samantha. No, I'm asking you if you want that little wrench by the side of your name, or you don't want any of that responsibility because you're gonna get attacked by people. Sebastian, when did you take? Oh, okay, all right. So if anyone, I actually never updated anybody about this because it's usually something. Sebastian, CVNA, I actually got stopped out of. I took profit in at the 1.618 when I mentioned in the Discord play, and then it capitulated after that, and then it reached my stop loss, so it's okay. SB0, what, man? Thank you so much. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you, man. Please, I know you're telling me to keep doing what I'm doing, but what can I help you with, my bro? Please text, or text. Chat. Refer to me in the chat. Tell me what you want, my dude. I can look at a ticker. Are you in anything right now, or are you looking at a potential something? I can definitely help. Derail, what's up, man? Good to see you. Sean, what's up? Thank you guys for stopping by. I really appreciate you. I can't tell you how much it means. Yes, absolutely. Please, guys, Derail is absolutely right. Man, I want to pronounce that kind of like a Jamaican would. Derail. Please don't laugh at me. I'm just being silly. Silly dad jokes. No, Amy. I am currently not, unfortunately, but trust me when I say that as soon as I am able, I definitely will. So a lot of the Discord members know the type of stresses that I'm facing with my toddler. He actually has a very low blood iron count, so that actually interrupts his sleep often, and usually he tends to get interrupted in the middle of the night, so that pushes his schedule further, and then daddy's going to sleep by what? Maybe sometimes 5 a.m., 6 a.m. around there. So it's sometimes it's very difficult. So I will be streaming live though at the Bell for real. I mean, why would I create that saying, right? I actually say that at the end of my videos. I literally say, and I'll catch you at the Bell mañana, and then I'm not at the Bell. No one's even called me out on that. No one has said, Arca, you suck. Well, not for the Bell part. They say I suck because I don't make good calls, apparently. Leo, my goodness, thanks for all you do, brother. Just showing some support for your hard work. I can't express how thankful I am about you, Leo. Thank you, my brother. Please let me know if I can help you with anything. Yes, and trust me when I say, man, that I really mean what I'm telling you. Please, if you're looking at a ticker, list it down below. I would love to help. Okay, you guys, I would love to. Kurt, oh my goodness, man, thank you so much. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it, guys. Kurt, is there anything, I know the guys are actually not responding to me when I say please look into something, right? I know SP0 actually said he's in GTII and COSM, but I already covered it, but I still want to know if you guys want any more instruction or anything, but I am definitely going to not, I'm not going to skimp you in the type of strategy that I provide and the type of whatever I can do. I'm just trying to say that whatever I can do, please let me know, and I am here to help. You guys, thank you so much. Andres, hey Arca, good evening all. Good evening to you, my friend. Thank you so much for coming by. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you. Gosh Kramer, Sebastian. Best way Amy says, just wondering you say that right. LOL, I figured I missed something. Best for your son. Thank you, Amy. Oh, and I hope I'm not like insinuating that your name is Amy. I am just, your name could very well be Pedro, and I'm just, I always mispronounce names. I'll be calling dudes girls and girls bros. Sometimes I just really don't know. Okay, you guys. From above says, isn't see you at the bell also figure of speech on Wall Street, like how you say later, bro, in California? In the old days, yeah, the people used to do that. They used to say, well, we'll see each other at the bell. And yes, that's something that me and my mentor actually used to say to each other every time. So he would actually tell me, I'll see you before the bell, because he wanted to make sure that I was actually prepping for my analysis well before the market even opens. So he made sure that I was there, and he wanted to see me before the bell. So yes, you are right. It is absolutely a saying, and I just throw in the little Spanish in there just to be funny or whatever. But I actually speak Spanish very fluently. When I say, and I'll catch you at the bell, mañana, I'm like saying mañana instead of mañana. You know what I mean? So, oh my goodness. Lil All Natural. Wow. Thank you so much. I can't express how thankful I am, you guys. Thank you. You guys, please know that I'm not some baller. I definitely am not living a lavish lifestyle. A lot of people in the Discord already know this, and they absolutely support me in any way they can, and I can't appreciate it anymore, you guys. I really want to make sure that you guys do see the positive side of the markets, only because there's FTDs and there's like a lot of naked shorts and stuff. Doesn't mean we can't have an edge, okay, you guys? But Lil All Natural, I can't express how thankful I am to you. Please let me know if I can look into any tickers. Cal from above, please keep an eye on the comments if any of these supers came in with a request. Please, guys, if I forget, catch my back. Also, man, Ice, thank you so much. Yes, I can absolutely do CORZ. No, I definitely will. Okay, I'm not gonna leave you like that. Okay, I'll make sure to look at CORZ. Actually, by the way, Ice, tell me what happened with it. Is that still something happening for us? I heard a lot of people got stuck on that. Oh no, that was GROM. That was GROM, where I think it was just not a good play or something. And Mag, don't you dare sport that Salvadoran flag right there. I am actually from there. I am born in El Salvador. Oh my goodness. Distort. I love that. It was like almost like this, but I thought you were gonna say like torta, like a food. But distort 999, my bro. Thank you so much. And also, I'm sorry, I just did it again. I assumed that you're a guy, and I don't mean to assume any genders, okay, you guys? Please, don't take that as any type of offense. Sometimes it's really vague, okay? So I can't help but to be like, hey, what's up, bro? I mean, not that I went into a girl either, but it's just, and I do have girls who are friends who I say, what's up, bro? It's so terrible. It's very terrible, guys. I'm gonna make sure not to continue doing that type of insinuation in this live chat, as I know that there could be heavy opinion on that, and I definitely don't want to weigh in on that. I have respect for everybody, okay, you guys? At this point, I'm pretty much just making it weird myself. So, I'm gonna, Arca, shut up. Amy, is your name Amy? Can I call you Amy because beso Amy? And I assume you speak Spanish too. Besitos, besitos, besitos. Thank you so much. That's really a lot. Please, you can't just say peace for all and then dump $1 million on here. Please let me know if I can look into any type of ticker for that. Thank you. She just said yep. Oh my goodness. Hi, Amy. And you're from Guatemala. Okay, Mac, I got you. Okay. All right. So, Guatemala, I know that accent very much, and trust me when I say I can make the gnarliest Salvadoran accent, Honduran, Guatemalan, you name it. I am there eating pupusas revueltas. You have no clue. I literally have pan francés, I have casamiento, and I literally have cheese and cream all there to eat the traditional foods. Sean, what is up, buddy? Thank you so much for stopping by, you guys. So yes, I actually think we can definitely get started with this. Cal, do you think I could start with maybe hold on, I know I said I was gonna look at a few in the beginning, but I have to say thank you to my supers here, because they're being awesome. And again, SP, I know that you said I already covered what you wanted, my bro, but please let me know if I can continue doing anything else. Leo, I also am not forgetting about you, okay, dude? If you've already texted or you've already chatted what you want me to look at, please, or if you haven't, whatever, just, you know, tell me anything. So I'll look into it for you. Kurt, thank you so much again. We'll look at GTII if you need me to. Do you feel like I should look into it one more time for you so that we can recap whatever was said in the video today? We can do that, so then maybe whoever hasn't seen the video can actually catch up. I have no problem with that. Ice, I definitely see you still. Lil All Natural, I know you gave me a Merry Christmas gift, and I appreciate you so much. By the way, are those your designs in your avatar, in your picture? Are those, like, is that clothes you sell? It looks like a dress of some sort, maybe. It looks very, very cool. I wanna compliment you on what looks awesome. Okay, so Ice, yeah, I know we're definitely gonna do CORZ. I will not forget about that. Okay, so what's my Eric? Eric, I love you, dude. You know what? Did you just hear me talk about that food? Is that why you're telling me that I need to get into the gym? Takumi, what's up, man? I am doing good. Thank you so much. How are you? Eric, I'm sorry, man. You're taking me away from everyone else. I'm totally laughing over what you said, my bro. Man, I know that picture of you looking all buff over there. I know you're not at the gym all the time over there talking about quantum physics and stuff, man. Get out of here. Oh my goodness, Samantha, is that really the list? Samantha, I'm gonna do this thing to your name, okay? I actually don't even know how to. Oh yeah, I could. Oh my goodness. Text something else, Samantha. Look at what's next to your name. Yes, it's definitely good to laugh. I really appreciate you guys in here. We got to make sure to bring in a positive vibe before we get some negative results in our tickers that we're going to look at tonight. You're going to hear me saying that looks ugly, guys. What the hell are you trading? Why are you trading? Look at your name, Samantha. It says that little wrench to the left of you. It means that you can literally fire people. Kurt. Oh man. Yes, we can take retail to the cleaner. Guys, listen, Eric is just assuming that I'm a big fat guy. I am not a big fat guy. But actually, in respects to that, I very much was a big fat guy, okay? I actually did weigh like 260 pounds at one point in my life. That is now gone. Kurt Kramer, I can't tell you how much I appreciate you. Is that actually your last name? Any relation to Jim at all? Please tell me yes, so that I can say hi to the man himself. Kurt, please let me know if there's anything I can do for you. If there's a ticker that we can look at. I know Samantha already was nice enough to post some of those tickers that I need to look at. So I also know that actually one of the more important ones within that list there, yes, among Tesla is CORZ. I forgot who asked for it, but it's up in the super chats right over here. I'm actually gonna just trail back up and make sure. Yes, it is Ice. Okay, so I would actually like to start with the supers first, please. I think it's only fair to the guys who are literally donating to my cause over here. Please remember, when I do have a Lamborghini in a few years, or hopefully, whenever it does happen, if it ever does happen, I will let you know. Because it would be super sweet, you guys. But no, I don't have a Lambo. I get that question asked a lot, believe it or not. There's a lot of DMs that come in and ask me like, bro, you must be so rich. And I am like, no, bro, I am definitely not rich. Oh my goodness. Oh, so the supers from above says that the supers are actually GTII and CORZ. Is that in that order from above? Are we looking at GTII first, or was that CORZ? I actually need to start making a couple adjustments to the chart here so that we can see kids like Lambo. My goodness, man. I actually, it's such a beautiful car, but it definitely doesn't have to be that car. You know, it's a massive thing. I noticed that there's like this, oh, I can click on the supers on top and it tells me what it is. My goodness. You guys, I'm brand new to YouTube. If you haven't noticed already, I posted my first video literally probably 51 days ago, 52 days ago, I think. I posted my first video. I got monetized within the first 40 days and I made my first 1,032 days. Subscribers. So I don't know how to do a lot of this all the time. This is also new to me, you guys. There's so much I need to learn how to like respond or somehow, I don't know. I'm trying my best, but I'm getting drowned a little bit, right? And yeah, right, Zeph, when Ferrari is right, my bro. I actually did see, I forgot what new Ferrari that I just looked at. I was like, what is that thing? Oh, dude. My goodness. And it's just so far away. But I hope that the GTII people who did enter at a good price are making a killing. I definitely have a few DMs who have of people who are saying, my brother, thank you so much for suggesting to go back in. And I'm up, you know, so and so, and very, very, very cool things. Okay. From above, I actually didn't see it. You did say yes in that order, right? It was GTII first, and then it was CORZ or CORZ. Okay. So yeah, we can actually, oh, awesome. In this chart, I actually do have, you can actually see it right up here. You can see the list of tickers. The reason I have a bunch of tickers a bunch of tabs of one is because my threads of analysis are just way too gnarly for one tab. Oh my goodness, Samantha! If you catch somebody over there slipping, you got to tell them, "Hey, you're done." No, I'm just kidding. Oh, I don't know if you've noticed. Actually, every single chat we've had here, we've been so lucky to have such a great Kurt, my bro. You're seriously making me feel like I'm like taking things out of your pocket, bro. Trapped the longs via GTII. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I think I remember you saying that you were a short bias trader, correct? Are you only short bias, or are you like ambidextrous? Can you do both? Yes, Samantha, I agree. Kurt, seriously, man, it's making me feel like, should I refund some of these guys? Like, I feel like I'm picking someone's pocket here, and that's it. That sucks. Oh, so Amy, you do remember me speaking to Kurt the other day. He is short bias traders. Trust me when I say sometimes in bear markets that is the way to go. Okay. Has anybody thought of this? Okay, I'm sorry. Right before I say this, from above says Kurt Kramer, GTII first, then ICE. Okay, then we're going to do the CORZ. Okay, so we have, let me just make sure to load up one more that is CORZ so I know what is next. Thank you, my brother. I really appreciate you. Last time, skinny people is actually, well, I mean, what would you consider skinny people at this point? Are you skinny? Because you are buff. Dude, I am, I don't know how to describe myself. I am a normal dude. I'm not fat or skinny. Yes, we are definitely all adults in this casino. A casino built on math that is hopefully going to take over the hedge funds, their mathematical models, right? We don't want them to continue winning as much as they are. I actually was going to tell you guys about something, and I totally forgot. I forgot if it was something to do. Let me go back to these comments and see what they said. Yes, so Kurt Kramer made me remember this. So, okay. You know how, I don't know if anyone notices this, but a lot of the finance YouTubers that were around, I'm talking about in 2020, 2021, right? There were so many, and they were all geniuses, right? Everybody was following this guy. No, follow this guy. No, follow this guy because he's calling literally every price that's going to go up. And like, we were in the bull market, okay, you guys? So this is something that is a huge farce, okay? You guys got to watch out, because when we're in the bull market, you can literally take a dart at a chart. I mean, up in a wall, a wall full of thousands of tickers. You can take that dart and throw it and bet money on that ticker if we're in a bull cycle, and you'll make money on it, okay, you guys. So I really do have to express some urgency into this, okay? When that bull cycle starts, you're gonna see the finance YouTubers triple. So, which is why in a bear market, the influencers who actually have talent really do shine, and they get exposed, and a lot of people see them. So, yeah, they say the next biggest coin to pump tomorrow is gonna be Gala. Let's go. And then that thing just, of course, it goes up because Bitcoin went up. You know what I mean? And then whatever else, it's literally like that, you guys. You can look at crypto just like you do the equities market, except a little more volatile, of course. And in this case, you only have per se 2 major indices, right? So your major indices are Ethereum and BTC. So there's a lot of coins built under their blockchain, and those coins move in sympathy to their father coin or mother coin, right? To their indice. I know Solana also has some things like that. Cardano. There's a lot of networks out there that do have a lot of coins under them. So if you see their indice or their father coin, go up, then chances are is that they're gonna go up too, and that's where everybody just thinks they're like a huge genius and stuff like that. So definitely be careful with that, you guys, okay? Don't believe everything you see on the internet, including myself, okay? Because all of you know already that I don't call, that I have a bad rap, and none of the calls I make ever happen, okay? Don't believe Arca. You gotta believe your instinct, okay? So if your instinct just happens to be to believe Arca, then I don't know what to do there. I would probably highly advise to back my thesis along with yours. So anyway, so yeah, let's go ahead and start with GTII, okay, you guys? So we're going to be looking at GTII particularly in the daily time frame here, because GTII has something very special going on, other than the fact that we're looking at the CRIPSTEX indicators here. First of all, I do want to explain to the new viewers, or whoever is actually coming in that is new, which, by the way, still needs to hit that like button. Hit the like button, guys. And also subscribe to the channel. I noticed that I didn't put a single thing in my description unless my autofill is still there. But Discord and Twitter are also there for you to consider saying or coming and subscribe. All right, so we're going to look at DBSI. So this is an ARC series indicator. And what do I mean by ARC series? Actually, CRIPSTEX is the author to some incredible tools, and they have since partnered with me or endorsed me, and because they believe in how I trade, right? So they believe that I have some type of talent, some type of promise, So maybe if they give me some tools that are useful for the markets or for trading, then maybe we can all make money together. Everybody in the Discord, YouTube, Twitter, them as well. So this first indicator that we're looking at, which can be available to you, just send me a DM and I will go over the subscription packages with you, okay? Just please know that it's not the same as buying a subscription in TradingView for TradingView software, okay? CRIPSTEX, they are authorized retailers within the TradingView platform, okay? So it's definitely a separate subscription. Anyway, so this is DBSI. As you can see, those tiny little numbers here, this is taking a cumulative score of every single candle printed throughout the entire trading history of the particular asset you're in throughout this time, okay? So I'm looking at particularly the one-day chart in this area. So now the yellow line that you're looking at that's crossing everywhere, this moving average is very particular, okay? So you actually can add it yourself. Just in the indicator section, look in here, maybe 13 EMA or something, and you'll find just some, or EMAs, right? And you'll find something that does have these moving averages, and you just change the value into 13, but make sure that it is an EMA, okay? So you load it alongside your DBSI, and as DBSI will read where that 13 EMA is. As long as we are above it, bulls are in control, okay? But the cumulative score and it's a statistical value too, but it comes out to an average displayed as a percentage value right up here at the top right of your screen. Okay, so you can see clearly that GTII's bulls are in control in the daily. We are at an 89% versus 11% on the bears. We definitely have to watch out with that. Okay, you guys, bears, definitely watch out for this. Okay, this is not the area to enter. This is not the area to FOMO or to short. Okay, so we have to, for particularly the downside thesis, we definitely don't want to do that when we're printing green bars here in the ARC enhanced MACD way below the mean. Okay, so the mean being this orange line. So you can see that this go bar right here, this it's prime time baby bull sign here, literally printed all the way at this candle here, and it's still honoring it. Okay, so definitely bears, watch out for your positions. Okay, make sure that you are taking stop losses. Make sure that you respect them. Do not move them up, because I do expect a continuation to the upside for GTII in not only the immediate short term, but the medium term time frame as well. Okay, and what I mean by that is in the next chart. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. Okay, so particularly to the video that I released earlier this afternoon, let's look at the resistance levels that we have right over here. Jimmy Sams, what's up, man? Thank you so much for stopping by. Pretty colors are right. Okay, we need to make it vibrant and very we need to make sure that we can be attracted to our colors like mosquitoes. So now we're looking at this potential top first of all. Okay, this is a very short term resistance that we can actually face at about $1.25. Okay, and that $1.25 is very much in confluence with the 1.618. I did mention yesterday that the potential of going to maybe the 2.272 at 137 to the 2.618 at 144 could have been that overall resistance level before we face retracement, right? So in fact, it wasn't the 2.272 to the 2.618. It was actually the 1.272 to the 1.618. Okay, nonetheless, we still got to move to the upside. Now you know that Arca was wrong, but we still went up, right? As long as we went up, then we're good. So yes, we actually sold off just a little under that 1.618 and found support at that 1.272. 1.272 located at 115. Okay, so this is definitely good. The closure that we face for GTII is definitely let's see. It's at $1.16, and now more than ever, I can actually see this target appearing. Okay, so if we were to take a Fibonacci retracement from this 8-hour swing high to the 8-hour swing low, we can actually verify a couple of those targets even still to be very similar to what we're looking at. Okay, so I would be able to give you safely a range between. Oh wow, interesting that the 1.272 is in confluence with the 50-day simple moving average. Actually, this is the 30-day simple moving average. Let me just verify that. And no, it is the 50. Okay, so we're looking at the 50 here, and this is the 30-day exponential moving average now curving to the upside. Please notice that this yellow line. This is the 7-day exponential moving average, and it looks like it's about to cross the 50. That is usually a very, very, very bullish thing. Okay, the green line, just for your information, is absolutely the 10-day simple moving average. Okay, you guys, so let's now look at that resistance level. So in an immediate short-term time frame resistance, I can absolutely see $1.28 to about $1.38. Now that area in particular, I can see as a heavy amount of resistance, first of all, because it has a lot of confluence with previous targets. Okay, first of all, the 1.618, as you can see with the cursor all the way to the right like this, I can actually just draw a line to make it easier to see. Okay, I'm just being lazy. All right, you guys, somebody tell me, Arca, are you being lazy? Okay, so yeah, you can see right over here that it's been used as support, and you can see here that it's been used as resistance. Okay, so the 1.618 is absolutely a very, very interesting target to overcome. So, and not only that, the 50-day simple moving average is right at it with the 1.272. Okay, so this trek to the upside is going to be a little choppy. Okay, you guys, so I know that I keep on telling you that it's not going to be perfectly all the way up, but it It has been, okay? We're just very lucky, okay? So we do see the upside, but that doesn't mean we don't see some retracements along the way up, okay? So my overall direction for Monday is that, okay, you guys, the 1.618 particularly located at about $1.28, $1.29 around there, to the 1.272 at $1.38, okay? So a 10-cent gap, possible wick to the 2.618 at about 143, and I'm talking about a flash wick, okay? So that is GTII. So let's go ahead and move on to CORZ. I hope that I did answer the questions correctly for GTII. Actually, one more thing for GTII before we look at that CORZ ticker. I want to just make sure that you guys are looking at the volatility versus momentum profile, and that curvature, the per our implied path that we drew like all the way back there, is still is still happening. And take a look at momentum right down here. We're actually we literally are following what we said we were going to do. Okay, so things are looking very good, and I still believe that that upside target remember that the statistical duration is implying about, what was it, 32 and a quarter days on average. Okay, so for this move to play out, and that upside target is about $18.68, which is also very much in confluence with the resistance of our ascending channel. So this is particularly where we are right here. So look at these 3-day candles, man. This there is nothing bearish about that except for the fact that it's, barely recovering from this massive take a dump right here. So this is crazy, you guys. This is insane. Somebody banked so big on that. Oh man. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at our next ticker, and that was CORZ, right? And that's for ICE, baby. Okay, so now CORZ is actually a new ticker to me. I have not looked at it. Let's make sure that we are in the log chart. I know that a lot of you just use traditional. There's nothing wrong with that. I usually use logarithmic charts because I feel like there could be a little more detail within that. Okay, so you guys know that I like to start looking at the analysis on the daily chart. Okay, so now we can see a massive gap here. Does anyone know why this gap happened? Mark Tesla is in the list for sure per Eric's request. We're definitely going to look into that. Okay, so I just actually want to know if anybody knows why we actually capitulated this hard and it faced this big of a wick or a gap down, so another great play for the shorts. We can actually take a little box of resistance right here just so that we know that we have something above us, right? So in this case, it's going to be right to there, okay? So we are looking at a resistance range between, let's see, 52.12 to about 83.35. Oh my goodness. That's ridiculous, okay? That's a huge gap. Is this, and it doesn't even look like it has any splits. This has actually been live since about April 2021, and now it's 5 cents. It actually capitulated hard. Okay, so this is making me want to look at the volatility versus momentum profile. So let's just go ahead and load up the BBWP, as I know some of you already have that. Wow, so it actually came from a critical contraction level, and it actually is now sitting at critical highs. So this is now curious. Let me look at momentum. There's something in play here, you guys, but it's very high risk. Okay, 11 cents. Woo! You got to be careful with these little tiny ones. They can be pushed to the upside and to the downside very easily. Okay, it doesn't take a lot of buy pressure to make these assets move. Okay, so you can be trapped. You can be trapped in this in a heartbeat. Okay, so this is I'm actually noticing that there is no particular formation in play, but what I am noticing in momentum is that it's approaching. And it's approaching very, let's look just how low we are. I want to see the previous iterations on the daily chart. Okay, so we're going to make a trend line right at the bottom of the stochastics momentum indicator, which is proprietary to TradingView software. Okay, you guys know that stochastic momentum is actually it's similar to an RSI. So we can use oversold and overbought, and this also, we can catch divergences with this. I usually like to catch divergences particular to the RSI instead. said, okay, as stochastic momentum is a little bit more fluid in its movement. It's a little more passive, okay? So the RSI, the strength signal itself, I always talk to you guys about that. Has a sort of sharpness to it so that it can be a little more susceptible to change. Okay, so this stochastic momentum, when you're looking at stochastic movement, it'll give you a more broad determination as to where the asset can potentially go. Okay, so Zeph, we are looking, let's see, you're saying, I think the gap down was because they announced they may need to explore filing. What do they, man, no they didn't. Wow, that sucks. This actually makes it, guys. ICE is saying CORZ filed for bankruptcy, but accepted the financial. Oh, okay, all right. So this is not too bad of a thing. Actually, if anything, this actually may be the dip. And well, I mean, it already. You could have gained entry at 5 cents, but who's ever gonna know that? That's ridiculous. Okay, so yeah, let's continue looking at this. I know that, okay, so this was a bad news. So this was a type of panic sell, and it did pressure a huge amount of volatility, of course. So yeah, I wanted to tell you guys about this yellow trend line here. And Amy, guys, if one of you can actually help me keep this, I wish I had a notebook somewhere around here. Actually, let me make a quick note as well for myself, because this is, okay. You said HTGM, Amy. Tell me about that as well. Okay, I'm gonna come back to the chat and take a look at what you're talking about, guys. Please make sure to hit that subscribe button. Okay, make sure to hit that sub button and the like button. Okay. I would really love for you guys to help me out so that we can get this information out to as many people as we can, okay? Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate all of you so much. And yes, I actually took a note of Amy's request. So HTGM, Amy, tell me about it, please. Let me know what you're thinking about it. Give me your thesis. Why do you believe that we should look into this? Are you long on it? Are you short? Are you bag holding? What's the big deal? Okay, so volatility versus momentum is presenting on an opportunity here. Now, as far as timing, I would actually have to run a gnarly back test on this, okay, you guys? But typically when we're oversold at these percentile, okay, and volatility is all the way up there are only two directions that this can go, okay? It would literally be like this. Let's adjust the line, just like this, okay? And I know you can guess it. Okay, so this can take some time, but this is literally what we could be looking at. So if you want an idea as to what this is, it is a little bit of a shorter time frame, but please refer to GTII's stochastic. This is the volatility versus momentum profile, and this is essentially what we're looking for right over here. Okay, so it is very similar, and it's setting up just like this started, and literally it's doing that same thing. So CORZ could actually be presenting an opportunity for a swing play, and we can. The only thing is that here's something, you guys. I know that I get all types of when is this going to happen, or when is that going to happen, and is this going to go up like tomorrow or whatever. So this is something that we do have to consider. Okay, so I'm going to make a little horizontal line here at the critical volatility zone, which I consider to be literally at 90% or above. So as long as we're within that critical volatility percentile, the likelihood of loading something is coming, okay? So again, notice that momentum is all the way down here. There are only two possibilities for this, okay? So the contraction phase starting from volatility and the expansion phase starting from momentum. This could be powerful, okay? Now, please know that we're looking at, let's see, 1, 2, 3 iterations thus far, 4. We have 5, 6, 7, 8. This is at 90, so 9. We have 10. Okay, yeah. 10 and 11 actually. We have 12 right here, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Okay, potentially 16, potentially 17 at the beginning. But the 17 is okay. You know, it's okay. The thing is that we want to bet, you know, the bigger money when we have like 80 iterations, maybe 90, 70 the minimum. So then when we have more statistics or more statistical value or historical value, right, then we can actually see a tighter potential for the upside. But like I said, usually when volatility is positioned like this and momentum is positioned like this, there's only one way for this to, like, you know, there's only one way for the outcome. Now, don't think that it's just going to be straight to the upside either, okay? The potential here is that, yes, it can face volatility to the upside, right? So we increase volatility like crazy and it starts contracting, but that doesn't mean it can't actually sell off right away while maintaining stochastic momentum's upside pivot. Okay, so that upside pivot is smooth. It is suggesting a continuation to the upside based on the statistical value that we can gain by running a back test. Okay, so seeing that we have 16 to 17 iterations and seeing that the asset has only been trading since 2021, we could potentially guess that this can be, I don't know, anywhere between 9 to probably 20 days of averaged duration for an upside move to play out. Now, what I can't tell you is exactly how far it can go up, but we can now use a raw price action, right? We can use our discretionary side to see the potentials, particularly to the daily chart on this in this instance. Okay, so we're going to also load some moving averages as well. So let's go ahead and take a swing high to the swing low of the daily price action. Okay, so right away we can see that between this gap that has now, that it's already filled, but between this gap that could actually have some rhyming with our fibs. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and draw it just like this so that we know what we can look out for. So it does have some rhyming with the one spot 272 located at about 15 cents, 1572. Okay, so the next area of interest based on this gap alone is suggesting either right in between the 2 spot 272 and the 0.5 fib. Let's see actually if it is it's the 2 fib. Okay, so, and now one more important thing. When you're looking at these resistances that you're drawing, please notice that the 1 spot 618 is dead in the center of it. Okay, so this is a very important resistance level that we should take into account. And it looks like it does have some type of rhyming with a lot of candles, particularly to this one right here. And literally these two as well, right with the 1 spot 618 located all the way to the right of the cursor and these two candles. So there are some areas of extreme interest here. Okay, so now let's pull up the moving averages and see if we have some confluent targets. Okay, so we want to be able to look at confluence so that we can make an educated choice here. Okay, so this SMA 10 is well within our resistance range already, and you can see that this candle actually used it as a resistance. Let's take a look. Let me just take a look a little closer. Looks like we are, it looks like we are at 1859. Sorry, the screens are a little far away from me, guys. So yeah, 1859, which actually has direct confluence with the 2 fib. So yeah, again, everything's landing at this 2 fib. So the likelihood of us going to the upside here thus far is great. But now let's go ahead and load up some momentum and see another type of momentum. We're going to use the Arca RSI, and now we're going to see what type of movement we can actually face. Okay, so let's get rid of the Stokes and the BBWP, and let's look. Okay, so this is already giving us an upside continuation. It has used our 14-day simple moving average within the RSI, which is actually standard to any RSI, you guys. You don't have to actually change these settings. It's just a very standard setting. It's just my RSI in particular just has like some extra lines in here and a color scheme to make sure that we can be at rest and not have a psychological episode while we're trading. Okay, the upside is still being suggested by the daily. However, you guys already know what I'm going to say about that RSI. For the regular viewers, please take a gander at the RSI properties over here. I need you to hone in on these 4 zones right over here as they're located here. Okay, so those 4 zones are are the strength or weakness percentile. Okay, so in this case, you can see that we're in the very deep areas of the bear weakness percentile. Again, if we are within this, if we maintain ourselves in this weakness percentile, we can actually see a continuation to the downside, but we can actually use the 14-day moving average as a support again before continuing. Okay, I'm not saying that it is going to happen. I'm just saying that there's this is like a magnetic field here. Okay, so we can be gravitated to each other very much so. Okay, so now let's go ahead and look at the a shorter term time frame. Let's look at the 12-hour. 12-hour is giving us a neutral bias. Okay, nothing there. The 6-hour is also giving us a neutral bias, but also when you're getting a neutral bias, know that know the position of your RSI signal. Okay, the RSI signal is the purple line, 14-day moving average is the pink line. Okay, so notice that we're in the deep areas of the bear weakness percentile. We're right in here, right at that zone where we can actually be pulled right into the following zone or the opposing zone, which would be in this case the bear strength percentile. Okay, now let's look at the buy hourly. So the buy hourly looks like it's actually on its way to make another test of its support before a continuation onto the upside. Now, if it does fail the support, it'll be because it's going to land in that gravitational area. Okay, so we can actually be pulled right into the bear strength percentile if this isn't treated very nicely. Okay, so now let's look at the immediate short-term time frame. Let's look at that 30-minute. Okay, so yeah, so now the 30-minute and the hourly, and as well as the buy hourly, they're suggesting a downside. Okay, so that downside, it looks like it could potentially be one whole day. But now let's look at the larger time frame. So 2-day is suggesting upside, 3-day is suggesting upside, 5-day is suggesting upside as well. So yeah, the likelihood of us facing some downside for the next day or potentially 2 is likely. So some retracement would be in play. Now let's go down to a shorter time frame to get that retracement target. Okay, so in this case, we're gonna see what we have towards the downside. Also, oh man, this is a symmetrical triangle. They have both bullish and bearish properties. We can actually gauge a potential upside based on its breakout. So if let's see, interesting. And it is on the, actually we're gonna have to look at it in the buy hourly because we could potentially get a, yeah, this helps a lot. Okay, so let me just make sure that we can actually use it as a viable source of information for us. Okay, so I wanna see if it is geometrically shaped the way we need it to be, which is very important. We actually should never force the trend lines or a pattern. That would be malpractice. Okay, so let's see. I am so far not all the way convinced that this is one. Okay, but all right, so if we're gonna just imply that we are within this formation, we can actually just take a trend line from the highest point of the triangle and we can apply it to the lowest point of the triangle. This is assuming that it could be right around there, you know, if the trend line just goes like that. Okay, so then we apply it to the supposed breakout point. Okay, so let's just imagine that we break out, which would be right at the 80% mark or 90% mark of the triangle, which is already a little late. We usually like to see these break out at about I would say 70 to 75%. That's usually where we like it to go. Look at this guy going crazy. GTII. All right, so yeah, let me close out the RSI properties and continue on this. So the target that we're getting here is about 22 cents, which does have some confluence with the 50-day simple moving average. So let's just go ahead and now draw another resistance box for us to consider for our play. Okay, so this is usually the way I play it, you guys. And now we're gonna take a fib once more, and we're going to take it from the swing high of this pattern to the swing low. Now, I know that some of you may be asking, why didn't I take the trend line from here or from here or from here? That's actually simple. It's because we don't want to draw a huge trend line to the downside and then a short one. Okay, so that would be forcing a type of that would be forcing a formation. It's just in my style to make sure that we can keep it simple or as easy as we can. So right away we can see that the one spot 272 is located right in confluence with the 50-day simple moving average. We can call that 22 cents or 21.90, and we could actually face a wick all the way up to the one spot 618 if this formation does realize its true nature. So the top target, I'm talking best case scenario for now, could be the 2612 area after 2 days of, or 1 to 2 days of downside continuation. So that downside continuation, now that we are in this triangle, it is posing some danger. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at that. Since this formation has two price objectives, we can actually only assume that this would be the next target. So 603 would be the implied lowest target, and I think it's already going to create a new 52-week low and an all-time low. Okay, so another way that we can verify that downside, since we don't have historical price action, is taking an inverse fib from the bottom of the formation to the top of the formation and seeing just what actually matches right around there. Okay, so please take a look at this. We're gonna go ahead and make a trend line here from the one spot 272 and take a look at where that trend line is landing for the formation target. Okay, look at that. So we are looking at a target of about 609 if that bearishness actually does happen. We do, I'm not gonna lie, we do have between the not 236 at 927 and the 1 fib at about 879 as a form of very immediate support, which is actually the low of this candle here and the resistance of this candle. Okay, so but I'm not sure that that's heavy enough of a support for us to handle. I would be looking at potentially this target over the next 2 days before facing a type of spring right here to continue on to the upside, and that's also based on the volatility versus momentum that I'm giving you. Okay, so that is it for CORZ. Ice, thank you so much for your donation, my friend. I really do hope that I answered your questions correctly and beyond. Right, we got to be Buzz Light here up in here. Okay, so I do mods, do you guys remember what I was supposed to do? I know I'm still looking at HTGM for Beso, right? That she did actually she literally gave me a donation. I really appreciate you so much. Absolutely, Ice. I hope I didn't upset you with what I said, but I promise you that I'm not actually trying to upset anyone. Okay, I'm expressing my literal honesty here, and it's just to make sure that you are seeing the play correctly instead of like through a pumper's eyes, right? So yeah, you guys, this is definitely looking good. FNGR, we are definitely going to do that for sure. So I know that From Above is actually about to help me right now, but okay, okay, good. I'm happy to hear that, Ice. Thank you so much. Sebastian, I got you, man. I owe you so many more. Don't even trip. I'm gonna get FNGR for sure out of the way. I do have one just before that, for sure though, and I think, you know what, I'm gonna load it just for like literally for now. Okay, I'm gonna let me save this as a potential save, because I actually noticed in the last chat that we're getting a lot of requests for that CORZ, and I if there's a lot of people here that needs to be that needs to be informed about that, whatever they're losing on it. I really want to make sure that I can help. Because it's not fair for anyone to lose any money, even though sometimes it may feel like we were on the right path at one point, but it's okay, you guys. We can always look at this and continue on. Oh, actually, it was per Eric's. Thank you, Mod. I'm looking at Wolf Ape COSM Tesla. Okay, so I do remember Tesla being the next one. It was, and then it's gonna be HTGM, right? Unless you came in before. Eric, are you about to say ladies first or what, my dude? Let's see. Okay, so it actually is first, Amy. So let me go ahead and get your ticker out of the way. Thank you so much, Eric. I really appreciate you, my bro. So HGTM, right? So I'm going to close out this one here and load up a new chart. So let's HTGM or HGTM? Let's see, HT. Got it. Thank you, guys. Thank you for your help. I really appreciate all of you stopping by. Please make sure to hit the like button if you haven't done so already. It'll definitely help with getting some more people in here that need some help with their tickers and stuff, right? So HTGM, what are you saying? So you are definitely long on this, right, Amy? Let's see what we have. Let's see what we have here. Let's load up the daily chart first, as always, and see what kind of information we're presenting. And why do I feel like I've seen this ticker before? Do I have a save? Let's go ahead and just take a look. So let's load this and see if I have it. No, I don't have it, but this looks very familiar. And it's at $3. Okay, so this is not that. I mean, $3 is usually where. Market capitalization of $3.91. I'm sorry, $3.91. 3.91 million. So this thing, I can only assume there's been a bunch of splits. Let's see. So, okay. So there's one right here, and that looks like we did a 1 to 15 split. Another split here, 1 to 12. That could have been it. Okay. So. Right. So yeah, this is primarily why we're looking at the valuation of the company. Defying its actual trading price. Okay, so let me see what we're looking at right here. Okay, you guys, so HGTM is already giving a run for that money. So if it's trading back from, let's see, 2015, we can actually safely go to the buy daily or even the 3-day to catch some more information. Okay, so as far as a formation, if we're going to look at something that's very familiar to people, it could potentially be that that wedge. But hold on just a sec, you guys. We have to use our imaginations here and make sure that we are looking at this in the correct way. So let me get a bias first. We're gonna use the RSI, and it looks like the RSI on the buy daily is still suggesting an aggressive downside. However, it's about to catch support at the 14-day moving average. So now let me load. I need to see what position we are in volatility. So, okay, we're maxed out, and let's see momentum. Let's see where we are. Okay, so there could. Are you trapped on this, Amy? Like from very high, or is it like from like right now, like recently? Because the reason why I'm asking is because there could be an opportunity on this, but this opportunity is likely to take a couple weeks, maybe. In order for this to actually pop big time to the upside, and particularly to this, Amy, take a look at the stochastic momentum. Okay, stochastic momentum is approaching the oversold percentile, but this is literally where I was telling everybody in GTII. I was like, guys, we need to actually continue to the downside before we can actually see a recovery. And while we're at this critical volatility, is also leading me to believe that the downside is very likely here. So let me see the 12-hour. Let's see. As I may be wrong, of course. Okay, so let's look at the 8-hour. Let's look at this 4-hour, still upside continuation. Okay. All right, so you are definitely looking at very choppy price action. The 30-minute RSI is suggesting a continuation to the downside. However, it is in the very deep areas of the bull weakness percentile, which is actually, let me go ahead and make that window come right over here. Yeah, so you can actually see that we're literally here. Okay, so when we're in this area, that the likelihood of that gravitational pull into the bull strength percentile is likely, and stochastic momentum is giving us that bias too. So there is a potential to where this can correct and continue to the upside, but I'm talking about in the immediate short term, so almost right away. And the hourly is suggesting sideways trading, which is already happening within these two candles that printed towards the end of the day, or after hours, sorry. So there's very little movement, and this little movement can actually trap us within this range here. So as long as we're within the weakness percentiles of both zones, some sideways trading can be assumed. Okay, so now let's look at the 4 hour and continue our path to the way up. 4 hours suggesting upside, but it's only natural because we did get some type of a V-shaped recovery. This is a huge recovery though. Sometimes this recovery can actually lose everything it's gained. So that speed recovery is not something we like. Okay, downside continuation is going to, hold on. Let me look. Before I say that to you, I just want to verify that one thing. Okay, yeah, downside continuation is going to continue potentially after a day. So we're going to get a little bit of bullish action towards the upside in the immediate short term, talking about one entire trading day. So let's see where you can actually look, okay? Because I don't want you to, you're in at 6. So we're at $6. Let's see. So you're right about here. You're at the resistance of this candle here. Okay, so let's pull up some SMAs. We'll pull up some fibs on this and see what we can do. So a very good thing here is actually that I do see the first sign of resistance to be between $6 and I would be discretionary and say about $6.06 to the first moving average, which is the 50-day simple moving average at 645. Let's verify that with some fibs here. So we'll take, actually, you know what? I'll do it on the daily so that we can get an accurate read. I don't see the after hours. Okay, we'll do it from the swing high of the 12-hour to the swing low of the previous 12-hour iteration. Okay, so if we're looking, okay, we can't take this into consideration. If you're already, so you're close to, I mean, 516 is, okay, I'm gonna give you this resistance range, okay, Amy, and I need you to be careful with this because I do expect downside to continue after the following day, okay, and I'm talking about Monday. Potential bullish action is going to turn into a bull trap. Okay, so in this case, the first resistance that you can likely see is between the $6 and I said 9 cents. So I'm going to go ahead and or $6.08 area, right? Discretionary as hell. So 609, 608 to about 656. This can be a very, very safe take profit. Okay, I can give you a best case scenario, but I can't tell you that it will for sure make that touch. Okay, and that is because the one spot 618 is located right at the SMA 100, which can be a very significant resistance touch at $8.10. That is very aggressive of me, okay? So now if I'm going to ease off that aggression just a bit between the SMA 100, the one spot 618 at 813, I can suggest as well the one spot 272 at 703. Okay, so this is likely to find resistance almost right away, and this could be the area where we could find that resistance first. And please don't kill me if it doesn't actually happen, but sometimes these things do. Okay, you guys, so yeah, and I mean, if somebody just immediately buys, I'm just going to give it to you just in case, okay, but I don't see this as likely. And I notice that whenever I say it's not likely, it happens. So take that however you want to take it, okay? But if this will be your best case scenario, $10.19 to $11.28, I don't see this as likely, okay? I first of all already see this as nah, maybe, and then I definitely see this one as like, okay, Amy, maybe you wanna look out for your profit in this area here, okay? So it can be a short swing for you, okay? Yes, definitely. Markets are closed on Monday. That's right. We were getting all those notifications, right? Cool, man. That actually, well, I mean, I really do mean cool because that actually gives me an extra day to make sure that I can do all the videos. The Discord, we are definitely looking at APRN coming up, so that's good. All right. So I hope that I was able to help you out with this, Amy. And please let me know. Send me a DM or something on whatever if you have any further concerns. Guys, I need a drink of water, and I also need a tum because my stomach is actually rejecting some tomato I ate. Hold on just a sec. So actually, I think we can still go. I just took a drink of water. It feels pretty good. Okay, so let's load up Tesla. Let's see what TSLA has to offer to us. Actually, I do have it up already. All right, so So Tesla, oh man, Tesla, why are you doing this to people? My goodness. All right, so I'm going to make an adjustment to the broadening descending wedge that we're in, because I did this very, very fast the other day when I was explaining linear regression to the chat, right? So I can definitely see that this could be that. Oh, okay, so we're not absolutely in hell yet. Okay, so guys, Tesla is looking like it's about to make a massive upside, and this is actually a play that I'm working on for the Discord, okay? So definitely take whatever I do say as just a form of entertainment, like you would Barney, okay? Like you would watching the Bee Gees. Entertainment. Okay, anyway, so the bi-daily chart is very promising, and I can only assume that the daily chart is also looking just as good. Okay, so you guys, please notice one thing down here. We are looking at a slight downtick in volume, and this is a 2-day print. And when is this 2-day gonna close? Actually, that would be pertinent to. Wow, 2 days closing in 3 days. Ah, that is silly, you guys. Stop with the jokes. Okay, so it's 3 days because of the holiday and stuff that we're facing. Okay, let's see. What you saying, Mark? Are you talking to me? Okay, so yes, definitely, you guys. Please, Amy. I don't know if you were talking to me. If I got your attention, or did somebody else get your attention? Because I want to make sure that you are still situated, or that I took care of you just right. Okay, but yeah, like I said, if you do have any other further concerns, hit me up on Twitter, DM. You can always chat the Arca, post on the Arcab channel, and then usually some people there are super nice enough and they'll always respond. But I tend to look at all of those as just sometimes when I come on to the Discord, I can't actually keep up with so many requests at once. Cal was actually looking at the other day. He posted up a picture of that dude from Breaking Bad with like this huge amount of swarm of bees around him. And I didn't want it to be like that, you guys. It's not like that. I want to know that. I want you guys to know that I do care and I am here, and I want to make sure that you guys are feeling cool and safe within a good environment. Okay, you guys. My goodness. In all seriousness, Tesla has capitulated all the way to the deepest depths of hell. Okay, you guys. So we have to see how we're gonna make this upside happen, and I think that upside is gonna happen by this support touch right down here. Okay, so is that actually no, man? Look at that, Cal. If you're still looking at that, am I looking at a ticker or am I looking at really? That's my dyslexia happening. Are you talking for real, Michael? Is that GRIL? Or are you talking about girl? All right. So yeah, you guys, when we're doing this broadening descending wedge motion, okay, know that usually the third touch of our resistance, which is that one, remember I was doing this very fast. So I remember actually measuring this, and this in fact was that third touch. So yeah, this broadening descending wedge has touched its third time of that resistance, and that magical number 3 number for that golden rule of 3 usually leads us to capitulate into very, very low levels. So if ever you're trading a channel that's descending or a broadening wedge like this that's descending, you can you're always safe to short number 2, but number 2 can always do this right here and literally stop you out. So this is a bull trap here. Okay, so you wanna actually take it on test number 3 on the macro perspective, or a larger term time frame, and then you can actually take this massive trade, take profit right here, refill right there as a short position, literally write it all the way down, take profit right here, short position open, and all the way down again. My goodness, millions and billions and trillions of dollars. Okay, you guys. Well, for us, maybe a few $1,000s, a few $100, a few bucks here and there. That's okay. Maybe not trillions just yet. We'll make a hedge fund together, you guys. We'll get a bunch of trillions of dollars and kill it. Okay, we'll move the markets and kick the Fed out. Jerome Powell is going to be at our mercy. Anyway, so yes, this bounce is very likely. So let's open up the momentum versus volatility profile. Yeah. Remember, Eric, I was talking about Tesla being charted alongside the SPY because it's very much running in sympathy to the broader markets. So this is yet another touch of what we're looking at here in volatility versus momentum here, and this is absolutely where we want to be. Let me just delete this line temporarily. Oh, this is perfect. Yep. We're definitely loading for a very good move to the upside here. And like I said in the last thread for CORZ, usually when we're in these massive levels of this critical volatility, there's really like only one way we can actually go. Okay, so I mean, other than the fact that it can continue going down and then volatility just peaks over here forever and ever, and stochastic momentum just continues to oversell. Sure, that's possible, but the likelihood is more sitting on the fact that we're at the bottom of this broadening descending wedge, and there is a potential, since volatility is up here, momentum is down here, that momentum can also follow that upside move. Okay, so for those of you who are not really familiar with my channel, or this is your first time watching, I talk about volatility versus momentum very often. Okay, so volatility is actually direction neutral. So in order for us to gauge that bias for direction, we pair it with something like this. Which is the stochastic momentum oscillator. Okay, so in this case, it's called stochastic momentum within TradingView, and it is very much proprietary to TradingView. So make sure to look at this indicator as it's free. Okay, you guys. So I mean, it's very. I like to use this in this type of test. I don't use this as an RSI because I can use an RSI as an RSI, right? So that bias for direction is provided by the stochastic momentum, and I've actually backtested just this indicator several times. So that several times, I'm talking about like, I don't know, 40, 50 tickers, and I'm getting a read of about 75 to 91% inaccuracy, guessing the asset's direction. So this is very cool. All right, so this is why I'm saying that the likelihood of a bounce to the upside is pretty close, okay? Which is also leading me to believe that we could be looking at a bear market rally. Okay, so sometimes from looking at some stocks like this that are capitalized at, you look at this, $388 billion. Okay, so when we're looking at mega caps like this, we can actually assume that this can move the markets. Okay, so if this like gnarly crazy amount of volatility actually starts to contract and our momentum starts to the upside, and we realize this like perfect trend line that we've been realizing literally for a year or over a year, that upside is pretty likely. It doesn't take too much statistic for us to know that upside can come in. Okay, so so we are definitely looking at an upside move here. Okay, you guys now know for a fact that in the 2-day chart, this can take weeks. But there are several areas of resistance along the way, of course. But if we're talking about short-term scalps and stuff, we can look at some targets here and there. And those targets are going to be particular to the closures and openings of some of these candles. Okay, so in the 2-day time frame, we can actually see already resistance at $137. Okay, so we have to be super sharp when it comes to taking profits right away. That range can be between these two large candles is 137.88 to about 139.10. So let's take a fib from the 2-day swing high to the 2-day swing low and see just how that looks. Okay, so we're looking at we're looking at the 2.272 at 138.66. It's very similar. Okay, so now let's zoom in just a little bit so that we can see that other target. And we were looking at. So it's very close to the 2.272. So yes, and it is very much in between these two candles here. So this is for sure my first resistance touch for you guys. Okay, we're gonna draw it right here. It's going to be between the 2 spot 272 at 138.16 to the 2 spot 618 at 140. Let's see, 143, 140, 143. So 138 to 141. Okay, you guys definitely be careful because this can be a pretty good area for us to take some short-term profits. But I'm talking about a massive move to the upside. If we average in literally now, you know, that can actually lead us to a potential move that can be of about 14.67%. Great day trade. You know what I mean? This is awesome. It's not too shabby. But overall, I'm talking about if you're willing to, you know, swing this for like weeks and stuff, I'm talking about a higher target. It doesn't mean that we're going to come back and do the test number 4. In fact, the broader markets and the recessionary periods and the bear market that we're in, it's not suggesting for us to go and actually make our true breakout test, okay, which would be number 4. So in this case, we can actually see some like I'm going to draw like an implied little LARP line here. So we can actually see some things like this and then go back down, and then we go up to the next major resistance and this thing capitulates all the way down. It does thing like this and then it goes back down and this, you know, you get my picture. It's not, we're like not ready to go here yet. Okay, so that's basically what I'm just trying to say. If we can trade this, there can be a massive move to the upside, but looking at it from a very discretionary point or point of view, and also looking at candle analysis and some basic fibs for geometry, we can actually see that that topside target can be like we spoke of, about 141 to about 138 bucks or 139. Okay, you guys. So I am definitely preparing a play for TSLA. So don't tune out just yet, as we will be taking a look at that, okay? So, Cal, what you doing, man? What you doing over there? Let me know. I actually don't need anything. I'm just trying to bug you, bro. What are you doing? Anyway, you guys, so let's go ahead and move on to the next ticker. And I hope that I did answer those questions correctly for Tesla. I think it was Eric and a few people who actually liked who like to look at that ticker be analyzed, right? So now what do we have next? I know, Mods, you already wrote them down. I know we have Wolf in there somewhere, okay? But I want to make sure that we did take care of the people who actually gave some super chats, because they didn't have to do that. They're being super nice, super kind. Thank you guys so much for that, by the way. Kurt Kramer, did you ask me for a ticker, my brother? Other than GTII? Also, hold on just a sec, you guys. I'm just going back through these comments right here and looking at. Okay, so Eric just requested for me with $30 to go to the gym. Oh my goodness. Okay, we got ice. We definitely did that. Lil All Natural, did you, I don't know if you're still in the chat, but did you want me to look at something for you? I definitely will. Also, Leo, please let me know if you want me to look at that stuff. Okay, you guys, I absolutely want to make sure that I can cover your requests as well. Okay, you guys, I do. Yes, I did. Lonnie, I actually looked at that just before Tesla. So we're looking at that potentially maybe 10 minutes ago or 15 minutes ago. Matt Gomez, thanks, man. Really appreciate you, my dude. I'm happy to help. Always super happy to help you guys. Who's Karamico? Are you trapped in PXMD? Why do I keep hearing that? Oh my goodness. Yes, GTII and CORZ have been covered. Yeah, you know what? Actually, you guys, I did say that I was going to start this analysis with COSM, and particularly why? Because I know that there could be some people trapped in that ticker as well. So let me go ahead and load up our COSM analysis, okay? And then we will move on to the next one. So let's see. We're going to load up a couple of those. Man. And I know that it's also because I haven't loaded up, I haven't actually released the video on COSM just yet. But let's take a look at what we have, okay? I want to make sure that we do look at it in case you guys are panicking. I don't want you to panic. Eric, hope your son has a peaceful night. See you soon, dude. I'll see you, buddy. Be safe, be well. Take care. Make some wise choices out there, man, and keep pumping that iron. So Karamico is saying that he's possibly trapped, maybe just in a downside, but functionally okay. Okay. we can definitely look into that one too. So, you guys, the story continues with COSM. My goodness, I can't believe it. And like I said, you guys, the downside and the sideways trading is just becoming so ridiculous here. Okay, so I know we're continuing to capitulate. The fact that we're getting close to this little tiny gap that we had here on the 12-hour chart is likely to be filled once more, but we're going to verify all that. Okay, we want to look at a couple key things here. First of all, notice that the structure is very bearish. I mean, right? No, we can continue to the downside. Okay. Yes, we've been waiting for that upside for 2 weeks. I agree, Amy. And I think that there's still some further preparation for this. So still down to that level that I was telling you guys, I'm still looking for that overall target, and I am not backing away from it. I definitely think the 476 zone, particularly to this tiny little gap that was created on the daily chart from these two candles, this wick high and this wick low here. So literally November 21 and 22 created this tiny little gap that we've already obviously cleared, but as you can see here, gaps that have been used or filled before can be used as a form of support. So this is why I keep them in. It's just for maybe in like the immediate short term. What you mean, Amy? Actually, let me read your comments. So you said, you mean we're waiting for an upside in 2 weeks, like based on like a publication or some type of catalyst is coming in 2 weeks, or you have been I'm actually not, so many words are coming through my mouth that I'm being a little dumb. Please explain it to me as though I was my 4-year-old or 3-year-old boy outside. I don't mean to be so short-minded here. I apologize. Okay, so yes, this candle structure is actually telling us that we can continue to the downside, and I promise you that I'm not backing off of that 471, 472 area for that continuation. Okay, so I really do believe that we can actually face a bounce from here. So let's go ahead and load up volatility and see what we have just to make sure that we can verify that downside. Okay, so already we are looking good. We're literally about to print the third iteration of critical volatility. Something is loading up here. Let's see what we're looking at in stochastics. Okay, so stochastic is this alone, okay, is just proving my thesis to the downside. Okay, let's make it some nice colors and open this up. Okay, so you can see that the downside is still continuing. If you haven't been on this channel, please remember, guys, please hit the like. Matt Gomez, thank you so much. Thank you so much, my brother. Please let me know what I can do for you. I really appreciate you, my bro. I can't tell you how much that means. Or did I already? Was that for Tesla? Is that why you said I did a great job, my bro? Thank you so much, man. But I can't express to you how thankful I am for you. And Beso Amy is saying that she is so patience watching your charting action in 2 weeks. Okay, I see. So yeah, and honestly, since we're looking at these daily charts, Amy, it does take quite a bit. You can gauge better direction when you're looking at higher time frames, you know, and I'm talking about particularly to maybe the 5-day or the 3-day, you know, but dailies do the job too. I use the daily because I can use a little more grain and I can use a little more directional movement, right? So if I go down to the 4-hour, that's just because I want to see what the immediate short term can do for us, literally within the next trading session or two, right? Yeah, Matt, we'll definitely get TRKA next. So sorry. So yeah, back to the point. COSM still has a downside suggestion here. Okay, you guys. I'm sorry. I was just reading some of the comments. My apologies. So we are still looking at downside suggestion. If you have never seen me before, I talk about stochastic momentum very often. Stochastic momentum is an indicator that I've actually back tested in several tickers. Okay, so this is giving me 75 to about 91% in guessing the asset's direction. So I do give this some weight. Okay, you guys. So this suggesting a downside on the daily, I got to take this seriously, you know, and I really do think that potential downside continuation could be to come back and test that 470, 468. I'm sorry, let's see, about 471 to 476. So, and that's that tiny little gap. I've been actually talking about that gap for days and days and days. I really do think that we have that bounce located there, you guys. Okay, so that is still my target for COSM. Please be careful with your longs. Okay, you guys. Let's just load up an RSI real quick. I just want to make sure that this is okay. RSI on the daily suggesting downside. By daily suggesting downside. 3 days suggesting downside. Let's see the 8 hour. 8 hour downside, neutral for the 4 hour. And what is the hourly saying? We are looking at a tiny little bounce in the immediate short-term time frame. But when we are using the 14-day moving average as a form of type of resistance, this is likely to find a resistance again and come right back down. Another thing is that while we're in this little tiny area of that gravitational pull, remember you guys, this is that area that we need to watch out for. We can actually bounce right into that resistance of this 14-day and face a capitulation. Okay, so this is the immediate short-term time frame. So we can look at a tiny little bounce in the beginning of the session. More than likely is going to happen within the early session of about what, like the 1 a.m. session Pacific. You know, so that upside target, man, it's actually, I don't see it going past between this range. I'm actually just going to draw it for you real quick, okay? It would be by the candle opening here. What happened to the box? Here we go. Okay, so just shy of it, just in case, okay, you guys? So I'm going to go ahead and advise via entertainment that we can see a rejection potential in the immediate short-term time frame between 663 and 677 before finding a continuation to the way down. And if you can see, the candle structures are literally doing that every day. So these are kind of ladder shorts, and we can actually see that continue to the downside, which is why the higher term time frames are suggesting downside, like the daily, the 2 day, the 3 day. So all of those are still suggesting downside. Okay, you guys. And I am definitely looking at accumulating COSM at between 471 and 476 cents. I wish and I hope that I have answered COSM correctly thus far. Okay, so Matt, thanks, my bro. I really appreciate you. Lonnie Lake, I can't believe you would do that. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate you so much. Leo, you're where are you taking that huge loss? What are you in? Okay, so Lonnie, please, if you do have a request, we can definitely look into that for you. Okay, and I'll make sure to look at what was it again? TRKA, right? TRKA for Matt. And I actually did load. Yeah, I saved it. This is good news, you guys. My goodness. Okay, so let's look at TRKA. All right, thank you from above. Thank you so much. I'm curious, and CETX. Oh, Cal, I remember you said something. You said, Arca, how do the statistics play out on long wedges? Okay, do they still follow the playbook across a 9-month wedge on a daily? So you're looking at the 9-month chart so daily candles on a 9-month chart, right? So actually, it would play out a little better since we're looking at a larger time frame. I would prefer it to be maybe the 3-day or the bi-daily, but the daily can actually still give some weight, and the statistics actually would be entirely variable. The variance of the statistics will lay on the behavior of the asset itself. So when you mention how do they play out, it actually would have to do to the behavior of the asset. So we have to see. We just have to see how it's moving historically in order for us to assume a predictive model or a forecast model in that case. But is that particular to the CETX ticker that you're looking at? We can actually look at that one too. But let's go ahead and load up the TRKA for now, as I did have a save on that, which I'm very happy about. Okay, so let's close that one there. We're going to close HTGM. Too many tabs up here, getting a little crazy. TRKA, let's see. So we're still within that range that we were talking about, huh? Okay. Very important things to notice is that the Arc enhanced MACD is giving us a bear signal, okay? And that bear signal has been printed in the immediate short-term time frame, okay? So that doesn't mean that we're going to go down forever. And we're also suggesting a downside or slight sideways continuation on the hourly for the RSI. But let's take a look at the daily, as that's where it's going to be That's where it's going to be the best. Cal says actually yes, but broadly, I wanted to know if the longer the information, the more weight it carries. Typically, yes, and there are ways to validate that or to back that. And it literally lays on the sentiment or the psychology behind it. But yes, the longer that it actually goes, the more likely it is to actually realize its true nature. So, for example, what's happening within the SPY, looking at that huge broadening descending wedge that even Tesla is facing, that type of macro formation is more than. You can look at those in a monthly, and if you're looking at monthly charts, that's where you can actually create actual predictive models. You can't if you're looking at things under a monthly. Predictive is a very strong word. I would actually stick to more probability-based trading within anything under a month. Angel Eyes, what's up? Good to see you. Okay, so let's continue with TRKA. My apologies, okay, you guys. So let's. We have to actually take a look at this because this is typically, like I mentioned this before, okay, you guys, when we see a break of market structure, particular to an evening star like this, usually evening stars would be best at the top, but since we are at the top of a trend, it's technically sort of maybe not, but it is a hammer at the top of a trend, which usually presents a potential bearish or pullback signal. Okay, so we can still validate that, and we can still take a look at other metrics. Let's see. Okay, so I don't understand what I see. There we go. Okay, so we have a long signal printed on the daily chart. RSI suggesting downside. Let me go ahead and make sure that we can keep that long signal there. I'll remember that, but why are we facing the downside, right? So sometimes as well, please notice this, okay, that we have the SMA 10 down here. If we load up the EMA 10, the EMA 7 and the EMA 30, chances are is that EMA was probably used as that form of support before continuing to the upside. So let's just make sure that we can look at that EMA. So the EMA is right up here. Both of the moving averages were in a sense used for a bounce. Okay, so sometimes when we're suggesting a downside continuation like this on a daily, that can usually mean that the candles actually want to retrace to test that 10 and then continue on to the upside. But I did speak about this resistance range being a pretty significant range since the 1.618 is there, usually a very heavy area of resistance. Okay, so now let's go ahead and dwindle down on the time frames for momentum in particular. So 8 hours suggesting slight upside, moving average below us, very good. Okay, let's look at the 4 hour. 4 hour is still suggesting a little bit of sideways trading. What about the hourly? The hourly is still suggesting some sideways trading. Okay, so immediate short term can actually lead us into continuing this teeth grinding price action. Okay, so that would likely mean that we need to look at more of the broader perspective. So let's see the buy daily, the three. Man, wow. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna tell you right now that we're gonna be in here for a while. Okay, and this could be for several days unless some type of catalyst comes out and blows that to the upside or a bad news event to the downside. Okay, so there is that little bearish action that we can face on the 8 hour to likely touch the SMA 10 at about 12 cents, 12.35, and then that can actually have us bounce and find that resistance right over here again and literally start this whole thing all over again. So I am seeing some sideways action, but potentially a little bullish. If this 8 hour continues to the upside, we can look at a touch at best case scenario, 14.94, 15 cents, okay, at the SMA 50. This other thing that you have to notice, okay, so you can see that we fit. I'm going to zoom in real closely here. This is the center line, okay, this is the center of the RSI. We failed that center. And then we're still in that gravitational pull. Now we're getting pulled right back in. Okay, this is going to continue to the upside. If it doesn't have enough thrust, we'll continue back to the downside and continue this iteration like this. Okay, this is literally the Mandelbrot set right here. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I'm seeing some potential sideways trading to this, slightly bullish, slightly bearish. I actually gave this type of analysis on COSM just a few days ago, and people were tripping. How did you know it wasn't going to go up or down? It's potentially because of things like this, you know. So as long as we're in this junction area, we need to break out of one side. You know, and the fact that we have the moving average coming right back up here is yet another reason to not go to the downside and continue on to sideways trading. So don't be fooled into thinking that we're going to moon when we hit about a 1496 zone. Okay, we're definitely not mooning. We're actually going to hit a bull trap here, and it's probably going to come right back down and continue that little trend until something resolves. Okay, so I hope that answers the question correctly for TRKA. Matt, thank you so much, my bro. I really appreciate you. I can't tell you how much. Lonnie, where you at, man? Lonnie, are you? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say man. I know a Lonnie who is a female, and I don't know why I just said man. So if you do have something for me to look at, please shout it at the bottom of the chat. I would love to look at your ticker or look at whatever other play you're in. Okay, Sophie, I love your channel. Okay, I'm your biggest fan. I appreciate you stopping by. Thank you so much for being here, Sophie. I really appreciate you. You guys, if you haven't hit that like button, please make sure to do so, as it would very much help me. Okay, you guys, I really appreciate that. From above, you always coming through. Thank you so much. I know we still got to add that grill over there. Oh yeah, we did add grill. Okay, good. Angel Eyes, hello. And Nuno Texas, good to see you. Good to see you, man. So if you guys haven't hit the dislike button, make sure to hit it twice. Okay, hit that dislike button twice, and let's move on. So now I know that we did have a. Is it in that order from above? Are we moving? Cal L giving me that move, giving me that dove slide, man. What's up? Okay, CETX, is that in that order we're going, my bro? Let's do it. Okay, so CETX. What are we doing with that? Who is in CETX? Did somebody lose? Do we have to go and beat somebody up? All right, are the naked shorts getting you? I actually don't have a CTX load, so I'm going to go ahead and start a new one. Mark, what up, man? Okay, so yes, let's go ahead and put it on a log chart and look at CETX now, okay, you guys? So CETX, what are you doing to the team? Okay, let's load the daily chart and see what we have, okay? Okay, wow. Oh, there is plenty of history here. Wow, it has been trading for a good while. So that is safe to say that I can actually load it into a 5-day. Thank you so much. Leo, my goodness, thank you so much, my bro. I couldn't be more thankful to you, dude. That he says, thanks for all the info. Good night, everyone, and happy holidays. See you all on Tuesday. So definitely Tuesday is going to be the day. Leo, thank you so much, my bro. I couldn't be more thankful to you. I appreciate you. Have a good night. Be safe, be well, and happy holidays to you. Merry Christmas to your family. Okay? Samantha, thank you so much. And you guys, please definitely watch your longs and things like this, okay? This is a large capitulation event of which we've actually been looking at since 2016. Wow. Okay. So yes, guys, Angel Eyes is absolutely right. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Okay. So yes, let's go ahead and look at this. Let's look at this capitulation event, because this is a little scary. And first of all, I am definitely not seeing a perfect type of like formation or anything like that. So let's see if it's larger actually. Not that much. Okay, so let's go ahead and start moving down the time frames, as I actually think I do see it now. Okay, hold on, because this would actually be a very bullish thing if it is a certainty. Okay, so am I looking at a descending broadening wedge here? Am I looking at that? Because they're very, very typical within that within the bear markets. Okay, so it actually may very well be one. Okay, oh yes it is. Okay, so we do have some very important touches here of the supports and resistances. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and make this Oh, actually, hold on just a sec. Hold on just a sec. We can't force this. We can never force this, okay? The bounce to the upside could be to reclaim the channel itself today. Ooh. That leads me to believe that volatility is maxed out and also momentum is starting to pitch to the upside, or is at the very bottom. Let's take a look. We're going to look at it on the daily. Maxed out volatility. Okay. Now let's go ahead and see momentum all the way down at the flat bottom. It's all the way down at the flat bottom. All right, you guys, I definitely look at how I do this, okay? Because it's really not that hard. You just have to use some imagination. You just have to make sure to maybe learn a little bit of math here and there. You know, some calculus, some physics. No, I'm just kidding. I'm saying that you can practice other metrics that are not like super advanced brain methods. Okay, you guys. Cal, what's up, man? Hit the monthly. Let's look at it real quick. Dude. Let's see. Just out of curiosity, the monthly still showing that little descending, broadening wedge. But actually, you're right. What if we are looking at like some huge descending channel, like all this whole area? You know, like this was our huge dead cat bounce. You know, and now we're about to finally recover. So, all right. So anyway, let's go back to that daily and take a look at the momentum that's happening versus volatility. Okay. So first of all, let's go ahead and count our iterations of resistance touches here. Okay. So the fact that the daily is actually giving me too much information is making me feel like maybe the broadening wedge is trading on a higher time frame, which actually looks like it is. Okay, so this is considered to be one test here, okay, of the resistance. This is not a test. This is test number 2, and and this is test number 3. Okay, so look at you guys. I talk about that golden rule of 3 all the time. This is what I mean sometimes by having that bull trap happen. And this is another bull trap here. Okay. So you can, you definitely don't want to test, you definitely don't want to test alongside when we're looking at test number 2 and 3. Okay. Don't go long on this. Definitely, if you have the ability to short or you have the ability to go long on puts, maybe that'll be a better play. Okay, but in this case, we had a huge bull trap here, and then, of course, it continued on to the downside. I can see why people would get excited in this area, okay? Zoom out. When in doubt, zoom out. It's a very, very, very important tactic, very important thing to touch on, okay, you guys? So in this case, we are looking like the recovery may be imminent here. Very good play. Who called this? Who asked me to look at CETX? Because you are definitely, this is a good eye. Mods, do you guys remember who told me that? Matt, you texted me some long thing saying thanks, brother, for your insight, and it's very much okay, like the analysis I've came across. Okay, good. Thanks for your time, patience, and help with the information. Happy holidays. Happy holidays to you, Matt. If you're still in the chat, I really, really, really appreciate you, my friend. So let's continue with the analysis, okay, you guys? So like I said, usually, yes, a backtest, a statistical backtest would be ideal. But don't forget what I say within this, okay? Because it usually tends to play out like this, okay? When we're at max volatility, when we're at max oversold, usually the move is literally this, okay? So stochastic momentum, again, has given us a read of about 75 to 91% in accuracy, okay? So that is pretty good. You know, it's a factor that we can rely on. And another thing to notice here is that, you know what, let's make a quick little trend line at the very bottom where we're currently sitting on momentum and just take a look at the iterations from which we have reversed from this particular point. Or actually, wow, we have had one iteration where we've gone deeper than what we are right now. Okay, where is that iteration? It's literally in 1924. No, I'm just kidding. It's 2007, okay? So 2007 is literally the last time we ever crossed where we are right now, okay, you guys? So this is something to consider, that there's so many iterations that we have literally reversed from where we're sitting right now. So the potential of the upside is very close for this, and this is I mean, let me look at the what are they capped at? $2.47 million. It couldn't get more risky than this, guys. Okay. Oh my goodness. From above, you called CETX. This is very risky. Watch out, but the play is absolutely showing promise. Okay. Now the I can't tell you exactly where we're going to go, but for sure the first resistance is going to be between 1172 and 1221. That can be a likely take profit. Okay. So I would say 11 to about 13 cents is that take profit range. Okay. Definitely watch out with that. Oh my goodness, Zeph. I like how you just poke in like out of nowhere, my bro. Oh, I thought you were gone, man. You didn't even say goodbye to nobody. Cal called CETX. Dude, he has the eye for these plays that are just super sketchy and then they just explode 1,000,000% to the upside. He just has a feeling that it's going to happen. He goes, Arca, check this out. Is it going to happen? I'm like, bro, it's about to happen. Oh my goodness. Matt, you're still here, bro. Okay, still here, brother. California just reaching 1 a.m. and still listening with whatever you have to dish out. Yes. I don't know, Brian, I don't know that this is actually going to squeeze, you know what I mean, dude? But what I do know is that we can... oh, right, because earnings is... When was earnings? Let's see. Good. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know that earnings actually happened on today. What was it, a beat? Was it an earnings beat or a miss? When the funny things are said, you have to just pop in and be like, LOL real quick. Man, Matt Gomez, thank you so much, my dude. So, yeah, Brian, I don't know that it's gonna squeeze, my dude, but what I can tell you is that, let me load up the daily chart again. Okay, so there's a lot of short positions that open, just like a lot of long positions open when we're going up. Okay, so there is the smart money that opens like right here, and then like what they consider dumb money would literally open like over here. Right, so they bull trap people literally with a little bit percentage at the top, and then they gain that liquidity to just short it hard. So inversely, we are looking at the not so smart short sellers like opening around here. Okay, so when we have that type of short seller down here, that becomes literal food for the longs. They become liquidity and like a bump on the road, and they just get ran over like crazy, just like longs do in the inverse side. Okay, so I can't actually say that we're gonna squeeze, but I can definitely tell you that there is gonna be some short covering and also short position stops along the way up. So the massive move to the way up I can see on this is the full potential actually, and that would be to a potential breakout. So we already completed test number 3, and this technically gives us a test number 4, but it was a huge bull trap. So that test number 5, I've also mentioned test 4 or 5 is the usual breakout for a broadening descending wedge. And in this case, since volatility is at max, since momentum is all the way to the bottom, this is more than likely going to face an upside continuation. That overall take profit for this, which is going to be a very rocky road, you know, just like these iterations, is never perfect, okay? But this can be a potential 110% or 12% gainer. Okay, so this can actually be a pretty good play as well. So Cal, I am gonna say, did you tell me? Oh, this was the one that you told me by DM, right? I think you mentioned that this was a play that you wanted to look at. I know that we're looking at I think it was a VRNA, I forgot what it was, man. I know that I confirmed it in the plays for the Discord, and I'm gonna look into that. But let's see, yeah, CETX, this one, man. This is a potential short-term play, and it is very sketchy, but the upside, it can be awesome. Actually, we're gonna do this as the 1D expanded. BBWP. Okay, so guys, this is another one that we can look forward to in the plays that are coming up alongside Tesla and APRN. Now I remember. It was a PRN for sure. Matt says, I am only making money on GTII because of your entertaining, informative analysis. Thank you, brother, for all that you do. Such a blessing, and keep up the wonderful work. My brother, I will certainly do that. I am so happy that you have gained some capital on that GTII move. Actually, I have received countless emails telling me and DMs telling me this, like similar things to what you're telling me. I couldn't be happier. I actually was about to go long on that 47.38 call that I did, the 47 cent call, and I noticed that Webull actually doesn't trade it. Guys, man, I can't wait to get out of Webull. I can't be on that. I definitely want to trade DAS Trader. I definitely want to open up an account with either CME Elite Group or maybe Cobra Trading, as they offer some pretty awesome platforms to trade on. I'm talking about platforms that look like straight up Windows XP. Okay, they're super dull, but they're made for fast execution. They're made for direct access, market order routing. So all that stuff is very important. So Cal L says, all G, just looking to get to the middle of the wedge for the short term profit. Yeah, that's right, my bro. But I definitely see some moves coming in up on this. The major resistance that we got to look at is actually to this wick low. Okay, so that could be potentially at about 14.98, 15 cents, which is already like a 60% move to the upside. So definitely watch out with that. Okay, so CETX, I hope that I covered it correctly. Let's go ahead and move on. I know that you printed that list right up here. I'm going to just reverse a little bit here. I'm going to rewind a little and see what we have. Chase, what's up, man? Oh, dude, thank you so much. So it's TCDA. I have to add it into there, you guys. We're going to have to actually push these tickers just a little bit faster so that we can make sure that get everybody's ticker of choice in line. Guys, thank you so much. From above, you could, my bro. Thank you, bro. I really appreciate that. So Wolf is next. All right, Wolf, what the heck is Wolf doing? Who has it trapped? Why are you guys in it? Why did we lose or win? Chase, what's up, man? Thank you so much, my dude. Karamico Studio says PXMD must maintain a $35 million market cap. $16 million now. What? So they have 13 million shares with Trader. Okay, so they are at a razor thin margin of being able to sell to achieve their goal. I feel like it's oversold and overshorted. So there are shorts in PXMD. Have I looked at PXMD just yet, you guys? But I know I got a load of Wolf right now. Don't trip. I'm loading Wolf. Okay, but have I covered PXMD? I have Wolf because it reminds me of dogs. Just kidding. Oh my goodness, man. Let's load up that. Oh, look, there's a bunch of analysis done on Wolf already. Thank goodness. Okay, that makes life a little bit easier. It makes it a little bit better. Okay, so very good. So guys, please notice that Wolf is facing it already faced its third touch of the broadening descending wedge, and now it is now recovering from that massive short. Okay. So as you can see, the box that I have here is literally at the resistance that we're at. Okay, so let's see if we're gonna continue on to the upside. Matt Gomez, I feel like I'm picking your pockets, my brother. Thank you so much. Are you telling me that I got to look at another ticker? Thank you, dude. I can't tell you how thankful I am for that, dude. I really appreciate you guys, dude. You don't have to do that, you guys. Thank you so much. It's definitely gonna help the family here out a lot, and also the Arca Bulls family, as we put in a lot of attention into making sure that this analysis is done as accurate as possible. Right? We need to make sure we need to make money here, not to lose money. You guys, stop losing money. Okay, let's see. Hit the like button, you guys. Make sure to hit that like button as soon as you can, so that we can make sure that we can get some other people up in the chat. Okay, but this is so far such a great thing. Cal, I already owe you $50. Dude, I love you so much, man. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I really appreciate you. Brian says, Cal, bro. Like, stop it, man. Anyway, so we faced this immediate like resistance today. And this was literally from today's candle, right at that 50-day simple moving average. Very good move. Also, the 1.618 was serving as that perfect resistance that we were looking at from the bounce that we had right down here. Okay, you guys. So now what could be loading for Wolf though? Let's see. Let's take a look at some momentum. Cal, I couldn't be more thankful to you, dude. Thank you so much, my man. I hope I'm at least giving you enough information for you to make up for that, for those millions and millions of dollars you're providing for Arca. Okay. Guys, come on, load the RSI. What's going on with the computer, you guys? Okay, here we go. All right, so wow. Who's in Wolf? Because you're about to make some more money. We are winning, brother. Okay, so the daily time frame already made a gnarly cross over this 14-day moving average. Okay, this is aggressive upside, okay, and suggesting a continuation as such, which is very, very good. So let's go ahead and just dim down the time frames and take a look at what we have, okay? Immediate short-term pullback, possibly in the 8-hour, but I really think that could be to retouch or retest the EMA 30. Sorry, so in this case, it would be the exponential moving average 30-day period at 72. Let's see, 72.25 before a continuation onto the upside. This is very much in the strength of the bull weakness percentile. Okay, so what I mean by strength is that it's not in the shallow areas of it. We are definitely within this area, approaching that gravitational area that we want to be in order to push that continuation to the bull strength percentile. Okay, you guys, this is looking very good. I'm not gonna lie. Oh man, whoever got in at that bottom, congratulations, you are making some money. 4 hours still literally the same thing. Bi-hourly suggesting a continuation onto the upside, and awesome. This little pivot is exactly what we need. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in. When we face this little pivot here, it's literally rejecting that shallow area of that gravitational pull. So now we are literally in bull strength for the bi-hourly. This is suggesting some upside in the immediate short-term time frame. And the 30-minute time frame. I'm losing it a little, guys. Sorry. The 30-minute time frame is suggesting a continuation onto the downside. Okay, but again, when I tell you guys not to be fooled by an immediate short-term downside pivot like this, I really mean it. You gotta make sure to know what position you're in, though, within the RSI. In this case, we are absolutely in the grips of the bull strength percentile, literally in the gravitational pull zone that we're gonna use to go back into that overbought area. Okay, so this is absolutely bullish. Okay, so Wolf, whoever's in Wolf, congratulations. You are definitely gonna make some quick money. Okay, definitely a little bit of a downside in the 15-minute. So again, that downside is literally what I was saying, you guys. It could be to that 72 cent zone before facing a continuation onto the upside. Okay, so very, very short-term pullback. It doesn't mean that it's going to go down forever, because actually, let's look at the buy daily real quick. Buy daily suggesting just moon. Okay, let's see the 5-day. 5-day suggesting upside. 3-day suggesting just we're going to 93 million miles away from here to the sun. Okay, you guys. So this is definitely a good for Wolf. Okay, the immediate short-term targets that I am looking at are absolutely at the 1.272 at about 88.34. Okay, so we can see that potential. Actually, let me go to the 12-hour to make sure that I can get after hours, if it does even. I've never tracked Wolf. But if it doesn't have after hours, my apologies. But okay, so this can be a better perspective. Okay, so 96 cents between the 1.272 at 88 to 96 is the next range of massive resistance. Okay, you guys. So I do see a continuation to the upside for Wolf. Congratulations! Oh my goodness. Rob, for Ape, it's very difficult. I'm not going to lie, man. Having just a few months of information for Ape actually limits my my ability. But, I mean, nonetheless, we can actually still look at it. Let me go back up to the list, though, as From Above has been nice enough to provide it. And Ape, what do you know, is next. So, Ape is continuing now. So, let's go ahead and see what Ape has to offer for all of us, okay, you guys? Now, Matt, are you sure, bro? You don't want me to look at another one? I know you just gave me another donation, of which I really appreciate, my dude. I can absolutely look at another ticker for you if you need me. Brian, you're saying I'm an ape. You're an ape. Everyone is an ape, dude. I actually am. I don't practice as an ape anymore, but I definitely am. I actually have about pre-split or whatever happened to AMC, I actually have about 167 or 187 or some odd shares of AMC just sitting there. Actually, 2 days ago, those $8,000 were actually worth like $900. So definitely know who you're taking advice from here, you guys. All the calls have been good, but not my own, right? So I'm just playing. That was actually a call I made in my first week of trading. So there you go. That's why we don't trade in the first week. Okay, you guys definitely watch out with that. Michael, GRIL is still in the list. Okay, so next we have Ape. So let's just go ahead and load that up real quick. And we need to move this along a little bit faster, guys. I know that I have said that before, but please know that I mean the best. Look at that, Ape USDT. Definitely not that one. Okay, so we don't have a load for Ape, so it's going to be a new layout. Let's go ahead and see what we have. Okay, so let's see. That thing has been just ripping to the upside. What happened? Why is... Yeah, for real. Hey, you guys, who knows why is Ape running like this? Damn, Matt. Dude, what? I wish you had a channel, bro, so I can also show love. I'll just be throwing you $10 here and there like, hey, bro, I love you. Oh my goodness. Muscle Maker Inc. That's what Grill is. Michael Matthews says Muscle Maker Inc. is the name of the company for ticker symbol GRIL. Just continue the DD. I definitely will, my bro. Michael says, thanks, brother. I appreciate you, my dude. Thank you so much for stopping by. Ape is converting to what? Ape is converting to AMC. So Ape is no longer gonna be a dividend? Why? I am not following the AMC news ever since I lost $43 billion on it. Okay, you guys, that is not a cool amount of money to lose. By the way, it's actually $8,000, just not 43 million. When is the vote? Yeah, please let me know. Jimmy Sam is asking, when is the vote for the Ape dividend to become an AMC share? So Zephram says Ape may be converted to AMC shares and then possible reverse split on AMC again. Damn. Hedgies probably want more Ape for potential voting power later on. Okay, I see that as likely. You lost, dude. Jimmy Sam's lost more money than I did. He actually lost $43.1 whole billion. Okay, you guys, not partial, absolutely all the way 0.1. Okay, so Brian P says no vote date has been set just yet. Okay, so Amy, yeah, me too. Damn. Sega Saga Telenova. Sorry, I couldn't pronounce that, being just weird here. Okay, so we have a very psychological target here to look at for Ape. Okay, you guys, you got to be careful when these things happen. We do have a crazy gap up right here, just laughing at everybody. That's going to get trapped right there. Okay, so watch out with this. The gap range that we are looking at is between, let's see, 131 to about $1.51. Dangerous. Okay, let's go ahead and load up momentum and see what we got. We need to move this along as we have been streaming for about 7 days straight now, you guys. Be careful with the streams, okay? Also, don't have surgery by somebody who's been working for more than 29,000 hours, okay? Give him a break. Maybe give him a Snickers bar so he stops being Roseanne. Okay, so in this case, there couldn't have been more overbought in ever. Okay, so we're literally about 80. We're within the 80 percentile already. So okay, the higher and higher we go, the more and more likely it is for us to just capitulate literally to 0 cents. Okay, you guys, so watch out with this. Let's go ahead and make sure to open up some other time frames so that we can see just how screwed we may or may not be. Okay, so another gap presented in the daily time frame of which we can take into account. Okay, shorts are closing. You can short Ape? I didn't even know you could do that. Was that a new implementation or something? These guys suck. A bunch of liars. Okay, so this other gap here which is comprised of course, some of the 12-hour stuff, but is 139 to about 151. If shorts were closing, it should be higher, right? Unless they're getting stopped out little by little. And technically, guys, don't fall under that illusion that shorts eventually need to cover. In fact, they don't. They can actually hold on forever and literally be in the red of what they would just have to meet their margin requirements and or deposit more money or cover some of that margin requirement, right? So these guys can hold until we're 96 years old, okay? So we can be in APE and AMC for a very long time before MOAS can happen. In fact, we're going to be 110 and a half years old before we see this thing rip to $100, and we're going to be like, I knew it was. I told you it was going to go to $100. It only took 94 years for us to be there, you know? So we've already been in it for a couple of years. Some people have already been in it for 3. So definitely be careful with what we're investing in, okay? You guys, APE is over here just doing one of these crazy moves. I don't know why it's doing it, okay? So now look at the daily, suggesting just a continuation to the moon, okay? So this is very good for the daily time frame. Let's look at the 8-hour and see what we have, okay? The 8-hour, we already saw it, so the 6-hour should be around the same. Man, just bull flag. You never see it anywhere else other than in AMC and in APE, okay? You're looking at a straight bull flag in the RSI, suggesting a continuation to the upside. Eric Crown, shut up. Let me get you out of the way. I'll look at you later. Okay, so now let's continue this. Let's go to the hourly time frame and see what else there is. Matt Gomez says 726 shares and 14,000 down. Never going to make that mistake again. Holding for dear life, my bro. I'm telling you, dude, my freaking that's so much money, bro. I know. My $8,400 of like my life savings, right? We're just like, I just YOLO'd it into AMC. And then the next day it went up to $52 and I was like, man, I am up $1,800. And the next day I was down $1,800. Guys, okay, we don't want to moonshot nothing, never again. Okay. Oh man, Jimmy Sam's. So I sold a bit at $1, then it kept going. Holy crap. Wow. Okay, I'm down close 6 figures. No way, Mark. Wow. That is messed up, my bro. I am so sorry to hear. Angel Eyes, you had 1,700 AMC. Wow, you're down to 100 shares now. You've been actually averaging, you've been removing risk as you go down. Sometimes, you guys, that's the best thing you do. If you don't know absolutely which direction this can go, minimizing your risk on the way down could be a good potential for you, okay? So, yeah, I agree. You can actually use some of that money to average down when it hits maybe 0.00076, and, you'll have a great average. Your average will come down from $45 to $10. Oh, my goodness. Brian P says he's got a trillion AMC shares, you guys. Now we know who was the one dumping all those naked shares into the pool, okay? It was always Brian P, block trading in the after hours. Damn it, Brian. Okay, so anyway, we do have a continuation to the upside signal here on the hourly time frame, so we can actually look at some continuation onto the upside almost immediately, okay? So I actually think, look at the 15 minutes, still looking bullish as ever as well. So one more time, let's look at the higher term time frames and see. Okay, so if the internet ever decides to give us maybe, okay, it's actually down here. It was actually just Arca's mistake, guys. So this is going to be a multi-day high, you guys, and look at the 3-day and the 5-day. This is all the information we have on the 5-day time frame. You see this? You see what I mean? That sometimes our abilities can be limited. They can be limited to literally these 3 bars right here. But nonetheless, it's still continuing on to the upside. So we can actually see a continuation to the upside for APE. I'm thinking for several days. Okay, choppy action, but several days. So where can we see this to? As you can see, there's only 10 candles printed here, so I don't know. But I have a pretty good idea as to where, though. It could be right here. It could be at the let's see, 256 to about 282 would be a very strong area of resistance. So this is what I'm talking about right here. I'm gonna go ahead and draw a little bit of that little LARP line and show you just exactly where we can make some cool things. So we're going to make the upside like this, potentially find that resistance at 282. We'll literally come back down and test our current highs right now, and then we can see about $1,343,488.63. Okay, you guys. So make sure to take notes of that and then take profit there. All right. So no, I'm just kidding, you guys. So for sure, I can see that take profit be at again 256 to about 281, 284. So that can be likely an area for us to short scalp this and then come back and reaccumulate literally at the $1.75 previous highs. So if you're talking about a retracement here, it's going to be between this range. Okay. After we make that 282 move, or 256 to 282, we can see a touchback at the support of 193 to 175. Okay, so this is going to be the next demand zone, literally where we're at. Okay, potential flash wick down into the $1.52 zone before a continuation onto the upside. Yeah. Do I actually have one? Let me see. I think I have. Let's see what kind of little cool drawings we have here. I don't think I have a moon. But, oh, yeah, I do. Okay, so the last thing you want to do, okay, we're going to draw a moon right here. The last thing you want to do with this cool-ass moon right here is make sure, like, when people say to the moon, right? And the last thing you want to do is literally go to the moon like this, okay? We don't want to do that. We don't want to go to the moon like this. Why? Because we lose a lot of money, okay, you guys? So if this is Earth right here, this is Earth, literally where we came from. The moon is very much down here too sometimes, okay? So we need to use perception here and maybe a little bit of astronomy so that we make sure not to catch the moon when it's under us, okay? Because a lot of us, guys, including me, I have caught the moon heavily. This is AMC. I was thinking we were going to go to the moon. I was like $1,800 up and then $8,000 down, okay? So the moon for me is right now, I am sitting here, you guys, alone, with another bunch of other people alone. Brian P says that moon needs to go to the $1 million per share price. Okay, so hopefully just that $1 million per share price is not the inverse 1 million though, okay? We need to watch out. All right, you guys, so that's literally what I'm looking at for APE, okay? So, and another way that we can verify those targets is actually by doing this. So let's go ahead and take a larger fib. Oh my goodness. Look at this. We're already at the 4-spot 618. Okay, I tell you guys all the time, man. Cal, please let the chat know what the 618 target is. In all reality, please tell everybody what the 618 target is. Okay, you guys, you're lucky that he can't post any GIFs on this, any GIFs or whatever, however you pronounce that, because you'll be dying of what he calls this. You see that right there? Cal L says Yoda zone. Because I literally mentioned the 618 so many times in my videos, this guy was like, bro, it's going to potentially retrace back from this area right here, bounce off from the Yoda zone, and then we're off to the moon. He said that one time in the Discord. I died. Okay, so Cal L is the man. Oh my goodness. I have, let's see, Andy says Arca draws better shapes than my trigonometry did in high school. Dude, your trigonometry teacher sucked or what? Oh my goodness. This is legendary, guys. We definitely don't want to make a legendary loss like that one, okay? Make sure that the moon is actually on that side using some mathematics like statistics, like Arca does, and then we can catch the good side of the moon, okay? Not the dark side of the moon, because we're right now, everybody's in the dark, okay? So let's go ahead and move on to the next chart, you guys, and see what we got. The next upside target, again, remember, please, I am looking at a 256 to about $2.82. Okay, you guys, this is definitely where it is. Joe H, returning back from the moon. I'm glad to see you here, Joe H. Oh my goodness. Somebody make this a GIF. Yeah, sure. Make it a GIF. This is what we're teaching in the Arca Bulls family. Okay, we're teaching how to not go to the moon when it's in the downside. All right, you guys, because astronomy happens. Okay, and gravity. All right, so anyway, I'm going to refer back to that cool-ass little list that From Above made for me right above here. I think I'm almost there. It was the updated one. Okay, FFIE is next. FFIE, thank goodness we have some loads for this. I am definitely not going to save this moonshot here for us, okay, you guys? It is going to be loaded as another ticker. So let's look at FFIE. Actually, I'm sorry, I just said that I had a load already for that. Okay, so let's load FFIE and see what it's got. Is somebody losing an FFIE right now? Are you guys long this? Are you guys short this? What is happening with FFIE? Please load some drawings. Yes! Oh God, they're good drawings. Okay, so right off the bat, I can actually tell you that we are definitely on a retracement back to our demand zone. This demand zone right down here is actually a very likely area that we can see in the immediate short term. So let's go to the 8 hour. The 8 hour is suggesting a slight upside, but hold on. Let's see. Philip says it was about supply and demand, and Adam Aaron really increased the supply. He's a for real suit. Yeah, that man. He's just trying to look for the longevity of his business, right? So apparently he's in a struggle. Not that anyone else losing $1 million is in a struggle. He's in a struggle. Holding, how many shares does he have again? He's got like 6.8 million shares or some crazy thing. I don't even know how many he has. So George says, bro, that's a great illustration. The gravitational pulls, you do the beneath Earth's core. Guys, yeah, you know exactly what I mean. If you're in astronomy, you'll know that the moon is below us sometimes. So we want to make sure that we want to catch the moon when it's above us, okay, you guys? Definitely be careful with those cool shots. So I definitely told you guys at FFIE literally a few days ago that test number 3 is definitely not where you want to buy anything. As you can see here, we did capitulate all the way to where Arca said we were going to lose all our money, and it happened, okay? That's why you got to follow Arca Bulls and then go talk to Cal L, because he's got the magic touch. Okay, you guys? So now the immediate short-term time frame, again, it is suggesting a short-term upside, okay? But please know that whenever this average is above us, we can actually see a resistance touch before a continuation onto the downside, okay? So we have to be very, very, very careful with this type of thing happening, okay? Bull traps. We don't want to do bull traps here, okay? You guys definitely know that we are making a series of higher lows, okay? It doesn't mean that we're just going to rocket ship from here. Sometimes, the third touch, and I'm talking about sometimes being almost 80% of the time, that third touch can actually lead us to capitulate to just legendary lows. And what legendary low am I talking about, you guys? It's actually potentially, man, I don't want to say this, but you guys, it could be 23 cents, okay? So 23 cents may be, I'd say about, so 8 hour chart right here, okay? So we're looking at 8 hour candle prints, okay? So potentially about 22 to 23 cents could be the absolute bottom for this, but a very strong support area that we do have is right here, located at the low of this candle, where we had this right angle triangle that I told you we were going down at, and everybody said Arca sucks. Nobody knows Arca. Arca doesn't know what he's talking about, and then it goes to the penny, okay? So please, you guys, just look at these little third grader drawings that I can make and show you how you can not lose money, okay? It's very important for us to not lose money. That is the main goal here. Don't lose money, okay? The moon on the upside, not the downside. 22 cents could be the overall take profit for the short sellers, and this can happen literally in about, I'd say, a week or two, okay? But remember that 23 cent zone is supported by that bottom that I just spoke about the triangle, okay? So I'm going to give you this low here as a range, okay, for us to use as a potential a demand zone, okay? So I really do think that we can potentially reach this. If you want to short scalp this, and I'm talking about a short-term scalp day trade, you can actually Amy says I like these goals. Yes, we you know what I'm saying, Amy? So right here we have to just come down to this tiny little gap that we had between this wick low and this wick high right over here. They're located between December 9th and December 19th. Interesting 10-day gap there. Okay, so if we do face that downside, we can actually see the lowest touch of, I believe, not all the way down to the lowest level of the gap. I actually do think we may find a bounce, short-term bounce at 30.68, followed by a resistance touch literally at our current opening of this candle, which could be at 34, before a continuation onto the downside. Okay, you guys, so let's go ahead and open up the buy hourly and just see what RSI or what momentum is telling us for that immediate short term. Mark, have a good night. Let's see, you're saying, yeah. You got it, my dude. You got it, my dude. I'm very happy that you did get that information. Be safe, be well. Happy holidays. It is now officially Christmas Eve, and we're definitely stock talking right here at 1:26 in the morning Pacific. Okay, congratulations. You are now reaching a new low of gambling. I'm just kidding, guys. So now the bi-hourly is still suggesting a slight downside. We are a little bit bearish for the fact that the moving average is above us, okay? We need to watch out with this, okay? Daily time frame is suggesting, let's see. Okay, look at this, okay? This is that trickery that I talk about. When we're facing this type of bounce, we have to notice first where we are. Okay, so if we're looking at this as a support touch for a bounce to the upside, it could happen. But the thing is that we're in very much in the bear weakness percentile and not at that gravitational zone. Okay, so if we are going to face a rejection, it could actually use the little bounce and face the rejection from that gravity pull. And then we can go right back down. Okay, you guys. So FFIE, I definitely expect a continuation onto the downside. If it's going to continue onto the downside, it actually is not giving us that bias. Okay, as the 5 day, even up to the 5 day, we're suggesting some sideways trading. Okay, so why are we pensive about something? Fundamental analysts would actually have to fill me in on that, as there is no real bias in direction other than the raw price action indicating a continuation onto the downside. Okay, so we're going to look at potential sideways trading and then a little bit of bearish action before we finally touch down to this area at 30 cents before finding a little bit of a bounce. Okay, you guys, I hope FFIE has been taken care of. And now let me refer back to that cool list that From Above has made for me, and it looks like CENN is next. Okay, so CENN. Now speak to me, team. Who is trapped in CENN? Who is there? Why are you there? Why are we gaining money? Why are we losing money? Tell me something, guys. Chat, let me know. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Here's a nice little ad for you. I don't know why it's doing that, guys, okay? Log chart is already loaded. Let's look at CENN. This is... it has been trading for a good amount of time, so since 2012, and huge capitulation. Okay, of course, everything is in capitulation. Don't worry, guys, it's not particular to you. This structure here is leading me to believe that we do have a broadening descending wedge in the daily. Let's take a look. Okay, so let's make the candles larger and see what we have. Okay, the broadening descending wedge is actually not enough for us to make it as a viable formation. So in this case, when we don't see an obvious formation, okay, we have to use areas of supply and demand. So now, I mean, obviously this couldn't be a larger demand zone, okay, because we have literally never ever seen these lows starting from, yeah, we have never ever seen these lows starting from literally freaking right here. So that is 2022 March. So we've just been making continuous 52-week lows and all-time lows. Okay, very good sign in the 5-day chart, actually, that we did have this huge bullish hammer at the downside of a trend. Okay, so what this can likely present is a continuation to the upside. But please know that this candle right now, yes, it looks bearish. Of course, it can continue on to the downside, but please know that this is still 5 days and 12 hours to close. So literally anything can happen within these 48 years. Okay, so let's go ahead and make now. Let's look at the daily and see what else we have, because we can load up some SMAs now and take a look at some very discretionary methods here. Okay, so dude, Karamico says, man, I followed Arca like a lost dog since I saw my first Arca video. Don't forget PXMD From Above. Don't forget it, bro. Okay, so definitely a bad sign right here is that we're using the SMA 10 as a form of resistance. Okay, so this could potentially test the current lows again, and that current low could look at let's see, a gap between 2767 and about 2881. Okay, you guys, so that is a strong potential. So we have to watch out with this. Now let's look at momentum. Let's look at what we could be indicating. Okay, so continuation onto the downside. We are very much in the grips of the bear strength percentile. You definitely don't want to long anything just yet when we're sitting at this area here. Okay, the oversold is very likely at this point. Now let's look at the 8 hour suggesting a continuation onto the downside, also very much in the grips of the bear strength percentile. 4 hour is a good sign right here. We have the moving average below us. We can use it as a form of support before a bounce. However, we're still in the bear strength percentile, and we're also in this shallow area of the bear strength. Okay, so if it does recover, it could actually continue on to the upside. It's not verifiable just yet though. Okay, so now this 1 hour RSI is actually suggesting a continuation onto the downside, and it has now reached the deep areas of the bear weakness percentile, which usually means the gravitational pull right into bear strength. Okay, so like I said in the previous chart, in the daily chart, the test of our current lows is actually imminent. Okay, so I am definitely going to give you a range now. Okay, so we're going to take an inverse fib from our current swing low to the swing high. Okay, so we are looking at a potential touch of between the 2.618, sorry, at 2680 2638, sorry, a little dyslexia there. And we can actually see that candle resistance. I would actually give it to you a little higher, just a little higher. Okay, the 1.618 located at 29.29. Okay, so 29 to 26 cents is a loading zone, so we can actually potentially see a continuation to this downside before some type of recovery. And if this is going to be the new pattern, it looks like bulls may start to load little by little. Okay, know that the possibilities to reaching these lower levels, they're likely to. Just the only thing I can do is back it, since we don't have any historical data back here, okay, you guys? So because there's nothing back there, I actually can't see anything else other than fibs. Okay, so now it's just, these are best guesses now, okay, you guys? So, but for sure, since we do have these candles in play and these confluent targets between the fibs, we can see this as a likely area to bounce from, okay? So I hope I did answer that correctly. We have to move these a little bit faster, you guys, as there is time. Now I actually have to get to my toddler. It's already 1:33 in the morning. You guys are cray cray, okay? So now let's go ahead and look at what was next. I know that you wrote it somewhere in there. oh, I'm sorry. I just saw it. What the heck? Okay. FNGR, right? So guys, I actually have time for 2 more. Let me do FNGR and PXMD. So I know some of those what the hell? I'm going to stream live tomorrow, I think. What day is it tomorrow? Oh man, it's Christmas Eve. I said it already. And I do have a load for FNGR. You guys, we do have it. Let's see. Finger motion, right? Let's see. Right. FNGR. I did have the supply and demand zones here. Okay. That doesn't look good. Okay, now actually let me load a next chart. I do have several charts for FNGRs. I was covering it pretty regularly. Just about, I don't know, like maybe 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, something like that. Oh my goodness. So failed wedge, which was actually something that we did say may happen. I remember this. And where though? Where are we potentially failing that wedge? Let's see. Yikes. Okay, you guys. Let's look at volatility and see what's happening with finger. Are you guys trapped in this? Ooh. Guys, there's actually the potential of an upside soon. Very soon. Volatility is suggesting, volatility versus momentum profile actually in particular are suggesting an upside. But where are my notes? Hold on just a sec. I must have them here somewhere. How do we have all these tests? And I have a back test with no results. What? Okay, let's see. 2-day time frame is actually presenting a bullish thing here, and it's stopping right at the resistance of our falling wedge. So actually, this this is too discretionary for me, you guys, but right here would be potentially what's happening. Still facing actually it would be right here. Oh, I see it. My goodness. Okay, you guys. So yeah, we're in the process of reclaiming our descending our falling wedge. Sorry. So this falling wedge actually does present a bullish outlook. Okay, so momentum versus volatility. We're actually starting our contraction phase, coming right back down from the fully expanded area, which is critical volatility, anything above 90%. The momentum is literally all the way down here. And how low is it actually? Let's see. So it actually is retracing from pretty lows. Yeah, these lows are actually pretty historical. Okay, so yeah, the upside can be happening within the next few days, potentially week. Okay, but now let me just load up an RSI and see if this is actually something that we can look at for the immediate short term. Okay, so this is going to be FNGR and it's going to be the RSI analysis. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Cal, you still awake over there, man? I'm just bugging. Let's see. We're going to load up a few of these time frames and see what it has to offer. Oh, and I did have some divergences already drawn. Good, Arca. Okay, so wow. So we did have many drives of bullish divergence, of which none of them were realized. And now all of them are now located here. Okay, so see all guys, if you see all these white lines, these are drives of hidden bullish divergence, okay, and they are literally being realized right now. So if this is going to happen, this is going to happen very soon, just like I said, based on that volatility versus momentum profile. Okay, so the loading zone is apparent for FNGR now. And this can be, since I don't have a statistical back test, I don't know exactly where we can go to the upside, but of course, like I always say, we can speculate, right? So let's take some moving averages, and also let's take some a retracement from our fibs, okay, you guys? So let's go ahead and just see what we have here. Swing high to the swing low, and so we always have to focus in on our 618 targets, right? Because that's usually where the trade goes to. Let's load those SMAs. I don't have them in here yet, right? Okay, let's load an SMA and see what we have. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I can give you a range between the 1.618 and the 100-day moving average. That is going to be between $3.61 and $3.74. This is likely our first target to find some resistance. I can give you a best case, but that best case is not likely just yet, as momentum still has to correct to the upside. Okay, the secondary target can be between 393 and 410. Okay, you guys, so definitely be very careful with this. And also know that we do have the 200-day simple moving average located at about $2.81. That can be a relevant area of support. Here's a very good thing to notice, okay? This is something that not a lot of people know to look for. The daily closure of our candle has happened today, okay? Very good stuff. Let me just take out all that stuff. Usually, when you see the body of a green candle literally eat the body of the red candle prior to it, that this is called a bullish engulfing. Okay, so a bullish engulfing candle formation usually presents an upside continuation or a reversal. Okay, so we could potentially face a potential V-shaped reversal from here. Okay, you guys, so definitely looking good. Lone Wolf, I definitely covered TRKA earlier. I think it was maybe around 16.3 hours ago. Yeah, but this is looking good for finger motion, you guys. I definitely see it going to the upside very soon, and that's why I told you earlier that this is loading zone right now. So yeah, so things are looking very good for FNGR. I hope we were able to cover that. So you guys, I'm actually going to have to cover the last ticker right now, and we're going to look at PXMD and call it a night because it is super duper late and I need to get to my son. Okay, so let's go ahead and load up a layout. I think I have PXMD already in, do I? Yes, I do. So PXMD, let's see. What is PXMD? So that's Pax Medica. Okay. What momentum is already suggesting? No, this is a Stokes RSI. This is my old RSI. Oh my God, I haven't seen this in a long time. All right, so let's get rid of this. and load up some new things in the daily. Okay, so look at all my other notes. This is, I don't know how long ago this was, you guys, but I was already, I was measuring, my goodness, I was measuring this at IPO. This is one of my IPO studies. Okay, so now let's load up an RSI and go to the daily time frame and see what we have. Okay, so I actually can get rid of all this stuff. It doesn't even matter anymore. Okay, the old fib can actually go away as well. So we are in Heikinashi candles too. I was practicing all kinds of cool stuff here. Okay, so the daily time frame is still suggesting a continuation to the downside, and a very particular pattern is showing up here. And since we are at $1.40, I can actually see this pattern maybe panning out. And I'm not actually, this may be a descending channel, but let's see if we can verify that real quick. Potentially. Let's see. You can't force that pattern here. Okay, so this maybe. Okay, I'm still a little questionable about this. Okay, but there is a downside continuation here, and the downside continuation, the most obvious target would actually be well, first of all, we're already at that low, so it would definitely be maybe around 104. I said definitely maybe, like the movie. Okay, so 104 could be that overall target, but let's take an inverse fib and verify that low. Okay, so we're gonna find that right down here, and let's load it. Okay, so the swing low to the swing high, like always, and let's just take a look. So that bottom zone is actually, was I even right with the? Did I say 104? Okay, so I said 104. The 4-spot 618, I'm sorry, the 3-spot 618 is suggesting 108. Okay, so we now have a range of support, but this is the very lowest area that I would consider PXMD going down to. Okay, so I would say about 104 to 108. The worst case scenario is actually going to be at that 4-spot 618 96-cent zone. Okay, so definitely watch out with this. Let's load up some SMAs and see if there's anything in confluence here, but everything should be above us. Since it's kind of bearish. Oh, it is above us. Yeah, okay. So only sometimes do we catch up to the upside. Usually we catch up to the downside, not like this, okay? But let's look at the immediate short-term time frame and see what it has. Angel Eyes, have a good night. Please be safe, be well. Merry Christmas to you as well. Lone Wolf, take care, be safe, be well. We can always look at those other tickers in the next streams, okay? You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Immediate upside suggested by the 4-hour. That upside is likely to be met at the not 236 at 147 alongside the SMA 10. Okay, so I can give you a range of the upside temporarily. Okay, this is definitely going to be a limited upside since we are in the grips of the bear strength percentile right over here, and we're right at that moving average. Usually we can face that resistance to the downside. Okay, so definitely 147 to about 150 is the resistance range. This is going to lead us to the downside, and the downside can actually find a bounce. Actually, the first bounce we can find is going to be here between the 1-spot 618 and the 2 fib at about, let's see, the gap range is 127 to 131. That's likely where we're able to see that bounce and then find resistance from the 1-spot 272 and continue to the downside, okay? This play is definitely to the downside, you guys. There is several days still suggesting downside. So even the 3 days still suggesting downside, bi-daily suggesting downside, yeah. So PXMD can be in the red for the next few days, potentially weeks, before finding that for sure bounce for a huge trade to the upside. This is actually a very, very typical play, you guys. So let me go ahead and just, I'm going to show you one more thing, okay? So this is usually what you find as an ABCD strategy, okay? Usually these ABCD patterns tend to happen all the time amongst all kinds of traders, okay? So you're looking at a trade like this, and in the D, put the C here, right? And D still hasn't met. Okay, so D would potentially be right. Oh, we can't actually suggest that. Okay, you guys be careful. Okay, because if the ABCD is correct, it's actually suggesting 89 cents. So between 89 cents and 96 is another very, very huge demand zone. Okay, so if I did answer those questions correctly, please let me know that I did a good job. You guys, thank you so much for all of your support, for all of your help. You guys, whoever donated, I appreciate you like nobody else. We definitely put in some time for the weekend. I really wish everybody a very Merry Christmas. Spend time with the family. Don't spend time with Arca right now. Make sure that Arca just gets back into play on Sunday, and then we'll talk further. Okay, on Sunday being Christmas Day, right? So I'm not sure that I'll come on live, guys, but I definitely will be uploading some update videos for the plays that we're in. Tesla play coming in for the Discord. Also, we're looking at for CT, or what was it again, Cal? CTEX or CETX, some crap. But I already have it written down. We're going to look at that play as well for the Discord. Okay, you guys. Zephram, thank you so much for stopping by. Philip, George, Ophir, man, Amy, thank you so much for stopping by, being so awesome here. Thank you, Karamiko, Katie Bear. Please be safe, guys. Jake, thank you, guys. I really, really appreciate all of you. Okay, yes, CETX, Amy, still coming through at the very end. My goodness. I love you. Thank you so much, you guys. And yeah, again, I wish you a Merry Christmas, and we'll talk very soon. Very, very soon. I'm sorry. I don't mean to like cut myself off like that. I'm not trying to just immediately be like, all right, screw you guys, I'm out, whatever. No, it's not like that. It's never like that. Okay, you guys, make sure to hit that like button on the way out, and everything will be chilling. Okay, you guys. But with that said, I wish you a very good night and a very good week and a Merry Christmas, and I will catch you at the bell on Monday. From above, thank you again. Adios.